Hello. Oh shit. Okay. Hi. I'm sorry. I was chewing my hot pocket.
I can always fade this back to black.
Go sit on your bed.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
Mm, because we're streaming, right?
Pretend y'all ain't see that. It's okay. Just pretend
Why
y'all
is
ain't
my
see that at all. Y'all ain't see none of that.
Why is Karina still black?
I'm trying to figure out why is Karina black.
And Glenn, turn the
Yeah.
phone. Turn the phone.
Is
Thank
Karina
you.
here?
Yeah, she just said something.
I don't. Is that the call? Alo?
Probably.
Okay. No,
Okay.
that's
He's back.
Kenny.
Oh, that was somebody in his background.
I'm
Okay,
about to
cool.
say she's not
All
here.
right. Okay. Hi, you guys. Welcome to the after show. We are going to be talking about a lot of awesome stuff today. But yeah, let's start. Let's start with the main thing. Kevin Samuels passing the fuck away. Oh, the irony. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Woo. I'm not
Yeah, I
celebrating
keep
it.
trying to tell her like she a little bit too happy for this man's death. I'm just saying, a little too happy.
Payback, nigga.
Look,
The seatbelt alarm go off.
he was so toxic. Like he said, I was going through some other stuff that he had said, and he was like, "Oh, when your child says that they were molested, don't believe them. Like when they first tell you, like, sir, the fuck."
Oh, if we're not supposed to believe them, what are we supposed to do? Because
Like
clearly you
he
don't
was
say
like,
nothing like
"Oh,
that
well,
unless you
you
have an
gotta
alternative.
you have to make sure that you make sure you have proof and all that." If my child comes to me and tells me that somebody has touched them, I'm going to
Inappropriately.
believe them.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe them. Point blank, period. Ain't no, oh, I don't believe you. Stop lying. No, you said so and so touched you, so and so won't have to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I do understand that there are incidents where
They are.
it can
They,
be a lie.
they are.
I do,
Yeah.
but for me, I'm the type of person I don't play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Do not lie about being raped, touched, molested. None of it. Don't do that with me, because
Don't stretch the
I will
truth.
distance myself from you.
You finna get
I will straight
touched off the
distance.
roof.
Mm-hmm. Child.
Tossed your ass right off the roof.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just kind
Trish,
of
you
like,
alright? You over
okay,
there looking like Ice Cube.
because he was having technical difficulties. He was having those technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah,
Let's see.
I'm
No
watching
problem.
these men have mental breakdowns on Twitter and being mad at black women for not giving a fuck that he died. I don't
It may
care.
okay. I can see what's going on. Trish may be having a situation, but it's looking like
That's because he's on the phone, baby.
oh no, I'm looking at the connections.
Because he's on the phone.
Isn't Glenn on the phone?
Yeah, but he might have better service.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you don't have good service, Trust.
it's trying to
I
But I
say
mean,
that
am.
the
the,
lowest.
the Spectrum dude came yesterday, but on top of
Oh,
that,
yes.
also sometimes it lets me flip the phone, sometimes it doesn't.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My man said
All right.
Spectrum. Bless your soul.
Okay. Bless it.
God,
Woo!
goddamn Spectrum.
Hey, that's what the Wi-Fi comes through.
No, I feel you. I feel you. For the longest
I mean,
time,
we
like
we also have to remember that's New York too.
what?
New York.
What about it? That if you talk about travel distance, that has nothing to do with nothing.
No,
Oh,
I'm
don't worry.
saying
He'll
like
be there. He'll
different
be, wait.
companies,
So have we heard from
different companies.
Karina?
She's dropping her daughter off to because she has to go somewhere tomorrow morning. So she'll be on here.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Cool
But yeah, so
beans.
anybody got any feelings towards Kevin Samuels dying like shit?
I heard somebody say payback.
I mean, I'm sure Fresh and Fit are gonna love taking his place or try to. There'll be a
Yep.
bunch of niggas trying to fill the power back that much.
Uh huh. Feel the power vacuum. This dumb nigga was saying all this stupid shit, and people was falling along with him, and he did.
Mhm.
Well, it's time for me
Mhm.
to say stupid shit and take all his followers. People
Yep.
already ready, like crabs in a
Mhm.
fucking barrel.
Not only that, niggas because of our the way black media works and who people listen to, like people like Kevin Samuels or Fresh and Fit, they love like being the big fish in a small pond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm only really now getting used to hearing what his rhetoric. Oh, you're cutting out.
Wait, Tristan's connection. Oh, Tristan.
Stuff.
Oh, there you go. We heard nothing.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Nah. I
Nah,
mean, from what I see, it wasn't saying I was mute, but I don't know.
no.
It
He
said
was. It
you were
was like
mute.
ibbity oppity oopity oppity oopity ibbity oopity.
That's weird.
Uh,
It said it was
Muted.
mute on his side. Hmm.
Mm, muted.
But go ahead. Anybody else for the moment until you get whatever's going on over there.
Like I said,
It's
oh, like I said before, like I don't know anything about
I'm
this man besides
good.
his that he's a like was bashing women and instructing people on men on how to deal with women and the rhetoric and all that, and I'm just like, okay, you're a bad seed, my guy. But the issue with people like him is that once you breed the thought of what that process is, then you start to it grows and festers into something else. So even while he's gone, his legacy is going to live on through somebody else. I was saying this earlier.
no, I got you. I'm just kind of like it's wild that he was always talking about you got to be taking care of your health, and yet his health is what killed him. You died on top of a big booty
Well,
girl too, a
that's what
big
I'm saying. It
girl.
wasn't. It wasn't just his health. It was that he was still chasing these young women, these big booties. He got caught up.
But she's a
I mean,
big
it's an
girl. She
example of
is
why
a
certain people should stay in
big
their
girl.
lane of age.
I was like, damn, she big. She a big.
Well, all those guys who be talking all that fat phobic stuff, they still will bust down on certain girls that just won't show up in public with them. You can
Yeah.
only listen to half of what they say because so much of what they're
Hmm.
saying is hypocrisy. They saying what's going to look good for the image, not what they actually doing.
Hmm. Because he told them anybody who's over a size 8 is a linebacker.
Hmm.
Sir, am I a linebacker? Because I am not a size 8. I will never be a size 8. The last time I was even a size 7, I was in 7th grade and I didn't have hips yet. I have hips. Okay. I have an ass now. I have titties. I will never be a size 8. Never. I'll be a size 10, but I will not be a size 8. And I'm still able to get a high value man. Ain't that right, babe?
But also, we gotta remember, like most times when they talk about this high valued stuff, like the whole concept of high value man is literally just capitalism. If you're a high value man, you can have multiple women. That's literally just if you're rich or you have enough money to flex, you can get multiple. Like like when we talk about high value, like it's something like that's like there's the great pinnacle of, and it's like it's literally just, oh, if you got enough money to, and you can like flex it in some way that people recognize you have a lot of money, you're gonna have more opportunities to play by your own rules and not have nobody tell you nothing. That's all that means.
Well, I'm just glad that I don't have to. Yeah, please don't crash your car, sir.
Oh, we not doing
Yeah,
that. We not doing that.
Oh,
he
I'm a
said.
trained
Derek.
professional.
Is
Hey,
Derek with you? Hi.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, because I was like, he
It's
didn't took his hands off his wheelchair. I was concerned, but I was like, what is happening? But no, it's just
damn,
like
yeah, forget that.
I I've been with what Kevin Samuels considers high value
Shit.
men. I've dated many of those, but they are dickheads. Okay, y'all. Just so y'all know, before y'all start running behind these men with money, they're dickheads. Dickheads, straight up. Okay. Yes, they'll spoil you, but at the end of the day, they're dickheads, and they do shit, and it's not cool. So yeah, I just
Yeah.
they're dickheads. Mhm. Y'all just learn.
I mean, you think that's because of the money? You think that's
Um,
because of the money get to their head and then they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want?
yes,
Well, I mean, they probably
yes,
already had like certain misogynistic values and certain entitlements, especially when it came to women.
yeah.
And especially if you fetishize a bunch of like interracial women and interracial relations,
Woo.
you look down on regular black women
Right.
because you're like, oh, you got to work
Yeah,
for this, especially since I'm getting checked out by the other crew. And so the more money you actually do get, especially if it's just off of you talking a lot of mess, like yeah, you're gonna everything that you believe is already just being revalidated to you. So you never see any reason to change until either you see all the doors that's been locked out, or you just die someone that is just highly polarizing, like with a lot of believers
yeah.
and also a lot of people dancing on your grave.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And my thing is
There you
like,
go.
I was, I feel like I have been fetishized.
I mean, what?
You know
I said
what?
I have
You said
been
fetishize? You
fetishized.
said?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh my god. Like I have so many stories for y'all. Like it is, and I'm like, it's not a good feeling. Like you would think, oh, they like me and they think I'm sexy. No, they only think you sexy because of how you look. And when I realize that, that's when it becomes, oh, do they really actually like me or do they just like?
But they think
Yeah.
they can get.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. You okay? You look like Batman was
I'm
jumping you just
good.
now.
Yeah, I'm good. The
You
mount
look
just
like
not
Batman stopped
working
that
for
car and started jumping you.
Oh, Lord. And then the
I'm
dog
trying
barking,
to.
the dog need to
I'm
know if
over
you
here trying to
okay.
do this as safe as possible, but the mount is not working for me.
Mm,
So we're going to just the one-handed home with it.
mm.
Please be careful, y'all.
This-
Please and thank you.
I'm being,
Yeah.
I'm being careful. We won't be having none of this
I
on the
was
news
talking to,
tomorrow.
I was really talking to Derek, but okay. He's the one
Oh,
driving.
for real? I'm driving.
oh no,
Look,
good is
Clinton,
I'm
driving.
the one
driving.
driving, I would have told you to be careful. Ooh, let me get my salad together. Y'all, I'm gonna have a
You
salad.
said Derek driving. I'm driving.
Yeah, good is driving.
Wait, you're driving?
You haven't
Yeah, I'm
noticed? He's been
And
driving. That's
you
driving
what
this
I
ain't
whole
got
do.
no
time.
signal?
This what I do. I'm a multitasker. Don't worry, y'all.
I don't
I'm a
know.
trained
I don't know.
professional.
I don't know. I don't know if
Don't
that
do
was
this
okay
at
to say
home.
to
Don't do
the
this at home.
on
I'm a
camera.
trained
No,
professional.
because no, I just don't want you to get in trouble. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm good.
Mm.
I ain't gonna get in trouble. They can't track me down.
I mean, it's not like we're on a public video going to YouTube.
It is on YouTube. What you talking about?
They would have to find the car,
We on
find the
YouTube
street.
and
It's
Twitch.
green screen. This is green screen right
Yeah,
now.
green
We
screen,
They
on
right?
basically would
YouTube
have to be pressed. They'd have to be really pressed for
and
that.
They would have
Twitch.
to be super pumped to
I
find
mean,
me
they
and
would
track
have
me
to be.
down.
I'm just saying.
You know how many people put YouTube and killing people and stuff? They ain't worried about me driving.
Hey yo, I think I'm weird, y'all, because for the past like weeks and a half, I've been looking at like I've been getting back into gore.
Gore?
Get back into what?
Gore.
Like movies?
Vor?
Gore?
Gore.
Oh,
Gore.
gore.
Al
Oh,
Gore?
Like
Lord.
horror movies or
Like
like
Saw type
No.
uh,
gore?
He know what I mean. But
Like Saw type
no,
gore?
gore. Like real people dead type gore.
oh no, I
Oh,
can't
like
watch
gore,
that. That's too
gore,
much
like
for
real
me.
shit.
I
You
like
said
it.
get
I don't
back
know.
into it
But y'all
like
have to
so I can
remember,
see
I
it
used
good.
to want to be a prosecutor for like homicide, stuff like that. That's what I wanted to
Mm.
do. So like I was interested in seeing shit like that. Shut the hell up. So yeah, I was interested in seeing stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know, like I was watching something.
She said she about to turn that dog inside out.
Dog about to turn her inside out. She about to get jumped by the dogs and the
Mm.
cats.
Mm.
My cat is under the china cabinet.
She said, I'm
She's
gonna show
not
y'all some
moving.
gore.
Yeah. But yeah, I have been into it and I'm like, okay, I remember like when I was real into it, like I would go on this one site called Best Score every day.
Oh,
Every
Uh,
day.
oh
Hmm.
man.
I'm into
see,
it. I
women
like
can handle
seeing
watching
shit
stuff
like
like
that.
that. I don't be
It's
watching that type of
weird.
stuff.
Baby, I know. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. I love you, baby.
What happened now?
He just dropped
Listen,
off.
I
He
am
said,
not attacked for her.
he dropped
Baby,
off.
come back. Let me explain why.
He's
Oh
like,
All
I'm
right, so
out.
Jesus.
I've always had a fascination with death, and I don't know why. Like when I would hear like stuff like when I was a kid, like on the news, like an accident or something, I was like, "How many people died?" Like it would strike my
Mhm.
mom kind of odd, but yeah, it wasn't like I don't want to kill anybody. I don't like hurting things, y'all. So before y'all think I'm like some psychopathic person,
She a
no, I just like to
sociopath,
see.
yo.
I said
Sociopath.
psycho, psycho, psychopathic. Trying to keep the accent together. All right. So yes, psychopathic person. No, I just have a weird fascination with death.
Oh man, you're gonna bring some of the wrong fans to this channel.
I'm about to say. Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yay.
She don't
Look,
want
if
to
y'all
die,
are
y'all.
into
Don't
death,
stay away
I'm
from her.
into it, y'all. I'm into it. I like it. I like
It sounds like
looking at
you
shit
about to
like
start a
that.
cult right now.
I'm about to say. People already got the Kool-Aid ready and shit.
Mm.
I,
Oh yo, I
I
watched a video about that. That joint was horrifically wild. Like going into
what?
like basically the history of Jim Jones and his whole cult and the
Ooh,
entire massacre.
have you seen the
Like,
pictures from the actual massacre?
oh no,
It's
I don't be watching the pictures. I be
no,
watching like
no.
videos talking about like the build up. I don't be watching the pictures though. I don't need to see no pictures.
It's
I have enough
it's
in my head. I don't need nothing else like that in there.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, my energy, feng shui, all of that will get. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Hmm.
Like I always say, like I could be a murderer for multiple reasons, but also I can't be doing no like cutting up bodies and be like, all right, I got to deliver.
oh
This is
no
good
no 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 no
evidence.
no no. Yeah, I ain't doing all that shit. Mm-mm. I cry when I step on a spider. So
I don't cry, but
You
Oh
cry
Lord.
because of the spider, not because you stepped on it.
no, if I have to kill it, I have to cry because I've taken a life. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Uh huh.
guess I could be a serial
Depends
killer.
I'm
I
on
pretty
kind of
sure.
can enjoy
I'm
it.
pretty sure this.
no no no
Didn't the
no.
spider
Like in
make you
all
cry first
seriousness.
before you stepped on it?
Anyway, so I'm an empath.
She gonna dodge it.
Not an empath. Shane Dawson used to say he was
I
an empath. Look at him now.
Uh-huh.
That's why I hate to kill things, though. In all seriousness, I hate hurting people's feelings. I hate crying. I mean, not crying, Lord. Why the fuck is it a damn gnat
I
in
mean, I
here?
guess there's different levels to it because I always thought that somebody who's an empath can feel what other people are feeling to a degree.
And that's why I hate hurting people's feelings because I'll feel that shit.
But I would feel it even if I don't hurt their feelings.
Mhm. No, I know that, but I'm saying it's strong. I
So,
don't
man.
like feeling sad. I don't like feeling other people's energies that is sad. I don't.
Okay. That
So
makes sense.
that's why I try to, at least be nice. And once again, Tristan, I want to apologize for
We don't have to talk about it
Wednesday
here.
again.
Remember, it's not in the.
So
Okay.
We're not talking about it here.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just saying I'm apologizing again. That's it. Can I
Okay, thank you.
apologize?
No.
I don't know why you apologize. Dude. Why you
Wait, what you gonna say?
apologize? Why you apologizing?
Yeah, why you're right. Right. That's why I was like,
Why are you apologizing? We
that's
were
so
right.
open ended. Well,
Because
nah,
I know
nah,
I
nah.
was right. No, I'm apologizing for how I ended the fight.
Oh, because of
It
the
was
comment
rude.
you made? Man,
Yes.
that's a man. He ain't wiped that joint
It
off
was
his shoulder.
it
Nah,
wasn't humble.
bro.
It
That
wasn't
was.
humble. It
Oh
wasn't
boy.
humble. It
Nah,
wasn't humble.
no,
It was not
no.
humble.
For tell you what. From one cancer to another, if you were on the end of that, you already know. You already know. You will be saying that shit.
Alright, touche,
Fam, you
touche,
already know. Nigga, the hell? I heard that Jane was
touche,
like,
touche. That was a low blow. That was a
it
low
was like,
blow.
yeah, nah, bro. We're cutting this out.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like that comment was unacceptable, unexcusable, and I will never say some shit like that again in my life. That
Just gonna
was
work
not.
on it. That's all. Just gonna work on it.
Yeah.
Work on it.
Yep.
We all
That's
human
why we're
here.
having a retreat.
A retreat? Are we
Hey,
retreating from the
Retreat.
podcast or reality or what?
A retreat, a team building retreat.
taking that long to figure out you want to get Jen away.
This bug was attacking me for my salad.
What?
The gnat was like, ooh, vinegar. Like, yeah, my mom cannot keep bringing vegetables in here, like from the garden and stuff. Like,
I was sorry, because y'all
it's
don't use
always this time
pesticides or
of
anything
year.
on it, right?
You mean the vegetables that
Yeah.
my mom brings in? I don't know if they use pesticides or not in that garden.
Okay. So
This isn't the garden that we have in the yard.
oh,
This is
okay.
a garden at her church. I don't know what they do.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about that. God.
Well, yeah.
Because they've just started.
Are you okay? Don't fall out your chair.
Y'all
You
can't
alright?
see it, but I can. It's the
Fighting ghosts,
bug.
y'all.
What is
She's
it?
fighting ghosts.
It's a gnat, a
Just
little
kill it.
itty bitty tiny ass. I can't.
It's the
He's
one.
like
It's
that
the one
small.
net. It's like Neo. It dodge bullets,
Yeah,
Yeah,
what you
hands,
doing?
guns, off spray, everything.
it's the one. But I'm not dying today.
That net said,
Honey.
"I'm finna die in your soup."
Shit, straight off. Motherfucker freezing in this motherfucker.
For real,
Trying to
man.
eat on something.
But I want to say that because I wasn't personally in the episode as the voice of God, but
Yes, you
our
were.
guest was really great.
Yes, she
Yeah,
was.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
yeah.
She brought the pain. She brought the pain, and
Mhm.
I really like the
She was.
whole the trans discussion as well. Yeah, y'all hit that Jane off. I was like, whoa, boy, here we go. That was intense. It was intense.
Yeah.
Then you let me say what I wanted to say though.
I mean, that's why this show exists. That's why this show exists.
Okay, yeah. So then what I was trying to say is we make too many excuses. Now I'm one of a kind heart, so I agree. Like, yeah, let everybody do what they gotta do. But it's one thing when wrong. How should I say this? Sometimes we make too many excuses, and then now it leads to this stuff. If you look and have the part as a male, you need to go to the male side. Yeah, you're going into
Nah.
danger. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a given, but that's your fault. You knew what you were doing when you committed the crime. That's no different than me
But
getting out here speeding in
I
my
don't think this
car.
person
I
is
I'm getting
agree.
a consequence.
I agree. It's part. It's an added bonus for them because they're trans. But that just means, like, as a black man, I know I have to be on my p's and q's. I can't be doing just any or
Right.
anything because
but
I
see,
know
but
what's going to
I
happen
don't.
to me in prison. Hold on. But the second thing, we'll equivocate that to, like, not equivocate it, but like, we'll talk about like other crimes that are really heinous, something that is really unforgivable, even in the prison system. And if people find out what you're in prison for, it's the same thing. You finna get fucked up. Right? Like, it's the
Exactly.
same thing from that perspective. So the moral of the story is if you're gonna do something, right? You're gonna do something, and you know you're gonna go to jail. Like, don't do shit thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this jail so I can get away with it." No, no,
Right. Oh, I'm gonna
no,
go ahead and use this
no,
title.
no,
No.
no, no. That's not how that works. That's not
Listen,
how that works.
listen. A lot of trans people don't have the resources to be declaring themselves legally trans, and hopefully in the I can't even say hopefully in the future because, like I said, already in this country there are over 300 different laws coming on the books to further reduce the rights for trans people. So there's going to be even more hiding of people's real identity to protect themselves. So if someone goes to prison, a lot of people think about toxic masculinity, think about hypermasculinity. A lot of people don't even realize because of all of the homophobia and transphobia and trans misogyny that happens within our American society, Western society, and especially in like black community. They don't even realize they're trans until they're in prison and like experience certain things. And that's like for those older trans people. Like during like the 80s, 70s, 60s, and
What?
stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah. So we have a lot of people who are LGBT and trans who have the luxury because of representation and, a safer society for them being able to realize younger that they are versus like trying to suppress different feelings. But now we have it so like if that's when that person found out that they were trans, it's not for us, as especially as cisgen people, straight ass people, cis hetero people, to be questioning. Oh, well, are they really trans or not?
I don't
Like
care
that's
about
more of an
that.
issue of like, hey,
Oh,
if someone is like committing crimes and taking advantage of like that label, then that
that's
would be a
bullshit.
time for that. Other
I'm
than
about to say,
that,
yeah, I don't care
if
about
it's
their
just
gender.
about
I
what
don't
prison they're
care.
going to and they claim to be trans
Me too.
and
I
is
don't care.
talking about is consensual sex, then that's not really an issue for us to be even worried about.
yeah.
No,
It's,
no, I'm
it's
You know
not.
what?
consensual
I
or
think
rape or
I
what.
think
What?
the real issue is that he got two, not one but two women at the same time pregnant. I
I
think
mean,
that's what
to me,
made
that's not
this
even
whole
that crazy
thing
because people
so
are gonna have sex in
wild.
prison.
I mean, that's
To
what
me,
I'm
that's not
Yeah.
saying.
even that
People
crazy.
have sex in prison. Yeah,
You know what? But I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I know ain't nobody else gonna say it, and I might get crucified for this. Look, I'm
okay.
okay with if you want to love the opposite sex. I just became
You said
okay
what?
with that. But
If
but
you want to
I
what?
said I'm okay with if you want to love the same sex. Like I just came. If you
Okay.
You
want to
just
be
became
gay and
okay
you
with it.
love
They
me
just
like
got your
me,
blessing on that.
I can, yeah, they did just get my blessing on that. But for real, on the other end, this other bullshit, man, if you were born a male, you were born a male. The problem is people don't want to deal with what's really going on up in the brain cell, so we give each other all these goddamn excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. If you was born a man,
Right.
you
That's
was
not
born
what's
a man.
happening.
If you was born a
That's not
female,
how it's
you was
going.
born a
That's not
female.
what trans people are doing.
Yes, they
That's not the
are.
reason people
And
become
then
Trans
they
people have
use all
existed
trans.
this stuff
for
as an
thousands of years.
excuse.
That is not why people are becoming transgender. Cut it
Man,
You
out.
said
No,
no,
trans
no,
people have
no.
existed
is
all
it
What
not?
throughout
what was
history.
said
We
was
This
just
is
that
erased
not
a lot of
why
it.
people are transgender. Let's not do that.
Kenny, you're not
Yeah,
speaking.
That is not
Especially
what
when
you're
we
it's
doing,
been
have,
happening
Angela.
all
Kenny,
through history, Glenn.
especially when we have
And
a
also,
sponsor and
Glenn.
a guest that we have that's
That's not
returning
why
that is
people
a
are not doing
transgender
mental.
male. Let's not do that.
hold on.
If
Kenny's trying
we
to say
want to
And
have that
something.
also,
conversation,
also,
and then again, we can have that
Glenn.
conversation with Nathan again, but that is not why people become
No, I
transgender.
don't think so neither.
That's not why all of them.
I don't think that that's. I don't think that that's why they're. No, we're not. They're not becoming trans to dodge the law. I don't. No, I don't
Yeah,
think
that
that.
No, not
that's
the
I don't think that's
law,
wild.
what he's
Like,
even
people,
because
saying.
think
girl.
about all the people who are in jeopardy of going to
Please.
prison
No,
and
Nobody
are
said
still
no, not at
trans.
that.
Oh,
all.
we
That
need
doesn't
to
make
turn his
sense.
ass
Nobody
up
said
on here, Derek.
But my
I,
thing
I'm
is
just
this:
saying,
when it,
as
I
someone who only just came to being accepting,
We need to turn
that.
his
you went
ass
too far
up.
right for me, sir. But I get where you were
Yeah.
coming from. Like the
nah, I don't get
idea
it
of
because
Thank you.
that,
Hey man, you know,
that's
your
dumb
parents don't make no
heteronomics. No.
mistakes.
Honey,
hold on. I think Kenny, are you
Uh,
frozen?
you can be voice of
No,
God
he's
too.
God, yeah, God, you know, your parents, nobody, you know, no mistakes made
see,
in
that's
laying
my
down.
friend y'all talking.
Yeah,
Hey,
like I said, man.
see, he on the same page
Okay,
as me. I'm
let's
not
have to have a
saying
little
that
bit of
that's
empathy
an
here.
excuse for everybody, but let's be real. Sometimes that is an excuse. They can't deal with the emotional stuff because they come out saying, hey, I feel like a female. So, other than getting the correct help to deal with the mental end, they've been told, oh, well, here's a choice. You can identify yourself as a female. Even though your body says you're a male, you can identify yourself as a female. So, yeah, you are using that in some circumstances as an excuse.
I
Just like
mean,
I
the
don't
reality
know.
is
There's
that
not really
what
any
using
what no
large
matter what
statistical
anybody
number of
says
people
because
here.
you
who
don't
have been
like
proven to be doing that.
Okay,
And
that's
two, Glenn, were you not the same person who was saying that you can't be emotionally connected and close to your brother because y'all are not gay? So
y'all
I
never
don't
got
think
that
that your
statement
opinions on
anyway,
this
so
are
what's the
that
point?
valid, sir.
I'm just saying, look, at the end of the day, what he's trying to say or what he's trying to bring a point of is that the reality is that if it's not already happening because there's no check and balance for it, it will happen. That's just the reality
But the
of it.
thing is, like,
And,
the issue to
That's
do
my
with
point.
that isn't to try and what you call it,
but
do all the
I
types of
know what
things
you're
we're
about to
doing to
say.
over
Right.
like scrutinize trans and gay people because
Right.
we see how that's going to affect with abortion laws. We see how that's going to affect with the possibility of like legislation against interracial marriage and people wanting to also take away, public funding for public education. So like no, that's not the way to go. The way to go is, hey, reform prisons to make them safer. So if there are any of these hypothetical people who are only trans for safety, which
Okay, if we're
it
going
would
to do
make you
that,
less safe,
which by the
especially if they
way,
don't move you, because a lot
if
of places they don't, you still face more harassment. So it's not really safe. So that
because
wouldn't really be an option. But
but
let's say
see
that
the
we're
issue that I'm having is that people are not or people are separating the issue of the trans people and cis people because they're literally going through the same shit. But they really are. They really are in prison. If we're going to talk about safety for trans people, we need to talk about safety for cis people, whether you're male or female, because the reality is that they have the same fucking issues. If I go to prison and I did a heinous ass crime, I'm probably going to get raped and killed because I did a heinous
Thank you.
ass
Like,
crime. If a trans person
but
Thank
then
goes to
you.
how do
prison,
you
they're going
change
to go to
that? You
prison
reform
and
prisons overall.
was that what?
Yes, that's what he
I said
said.
the way you change that is by
That's what I'm
reforming prisons
saying.
overall to make them
That's
safer.
what I'm alluding to. But it's not seen that way. It is not it is seen as a this issue, that issue, where it's like
Yeah,
putting a band-aid on like a big ass slash through the chest. We're not like you're not really fixing the issue. The issue
but
started
that's
with the cis people, the majority of people in prison. Not everybody went to prison started off gay. They went to prison and returned gay from whatever happened in or whatever
I wouldn't start
sexuality
off with the
and
cis
time was
people
themselves
in the sense
in
of
prison, right? So
yeah. I wouldn't
my
start
thing
off
is,
with the cis people.
go ahead.
No, what you say? I was gonna say I wouldn't start off with the cis people in the same way. Like if we're trying to help like people who are going through like discrimination,
Yeah,
slavery, all that. You don't say, "Hey, we're gonna fix America by focusing on the white people first, and then we'll get to the black people," because that's what They've always been doing. Like it's the same. This is the same argument that white people make about black people with affirmative action, with the talks about reparations. Like this is the same argument. Like, oh, we can't let them get special treatment because they don't deserve it. They should have caught up. I don't know. It's like no. Like
This is what
there's things that need to be done to help black people and other marginalized people be made equitable. But we do need to fix this whole entire situation because as long as this certain status quo is allowed to happen, racism will still perpetuate no matter what. Inequality that especially affects colored people will still perpetuate no matter what. So it's like you still have to fix the whole system, but you don't say, okay, until we fix the whole system, we're going to put off for the marginalized groups that are most endangered. You deal with
the way
that
I feel right
emergency
now.
situation first, and then you use it as an example why you got to fix the whole thing.
I feel like anybody getting their gender changed or legally is a privilege. It is a privilege that we have when we are free citizens, and you already know that when you go to prison, you're not free. Like that whole situation
But why is
changes
that?
once you go to prison because that's how our
But
system
think
is.
about why that is.
You know
We
how it
literally
is.
are
You
in a
know
country where we
why it
take away
is.
people's
Trying to take people
rights.
right. That's what they do. That's what
But
they do.
that's
So
not
in a
what jail
place
should be
where
for.
so in a place where right,
Yes, and that's true.
everybody go ahead.
That's true. That isn't what jail should be. Jail should be somewhere where you get mental health, you get reformation, and
Yeah,
be able to be
reformation,
sent back out
rehabilitation.
to be a better citizen. But
Absolutely.
instead, they just bunch all the people together and they learn how to be a better criminal.
Yeah,
So,
a better criminal
Oh,
or they get victimized. Like,
yeah,
think about why people in the
and
past
they
didn't
come
complain
out
about people
and
being
victimize
raped in
somebody
prison.
else.
so
Yeah,
understand. This is because this is an argument. If I don't say it, somebody else is going to say it, right? The issue is that in a place where everybody's rights are getting taken away, trans people
Hmm.
seem people that are the only people who still seem to have the right to choose their race and where they go. Like,
but think
whereas
about
everybody else, we're
why
just stuck
that is.
going
Because it
where
looks
we,
bad, the long history of allowing trans people, especially trans women, to get assaulted
then that see
in
then
your
you
in your
then you
jail. Like, it
reform the
finally
prison
is
system.
catching up.
That is not the cis man or cis woman's fault that's happening. That is the system as a
Right.
whole.
But what is it a part of? It's a part of patriarchy. It's a part of cis heteronormativity that those things are happening and allowed to happen. And it's going to happen more, like I said, when you see entire states, especially throughout the South, where they're making it more difficult for you to even say that you're gay or LGBT and even represent that you are, even non-verbally. Like the
No, I
teacher
have
who
no
just got
problem. Look,
fired
we're
because kids drew flags for her and she hung it up. And then they told her to throw it out, and then even after she threw it out, they still fired her. So
oh
not even you saying it, just you representing it or it being represented for you by other people. So you have states where you're not getting your able to get your abortion, not able to get your beta blockers, your puberty blockers. You're not able to
Yeah.
get the like even travel to another state in certain states that they're putting on the laws to get gender reassignment procedures and surgeries. So that's not going to make it better for trans people. It's going to make it even more dangerous. So it's like they're not getting special rights. It's like I said, it's the same thing when they say, "Oh, how black people getting all these nice jobs and all these nice schools, affirmative action. You're taking it from good white people." No, it's literally just that there's much inequality. Just finally enough people talking about it that if you don't do something, you're not going to be able to pacify those people for long. So they're doing the bare minimum by allowing trans people to be in the jails that they've been asking to be in to be safe. If we're going to do anything, you reform that even further if you really care
well, I'm
about
about to
people.
say, well,
But it's not
I
about
want
caring
to. If
about
I can
people.
put
It's
in
about
prison,
just
I don't
not
want to
being
go to
caught up.
Virginia. I don't want to go to fuck. I don't want to go to the South. I don't want to go to Florida. I want to.
But
I
I
should
mean,
be
you're
able to.
right on
So
the
if
borderline.
I commit a crime,
We're not on the
regardless of whatever
borderline.
crime it is, I should be able to decide what prison or the type of prison I'm going to.
Yeah. Yes. Literally, in other countries, people literally request to go to the safest and best jails in that country. Like, yeah, you should. If you hear that one
How,
jail is super inhumane, think about Rikers' situation in New York, where people were rioting about how unsafe the situations were, and now they just want to split that jail up into five different jails instead of I don't know, considering how do we reform or abolish prisons into something that's better for society and better for the people that you need to lock away. So,
Man,
like, yes, you should be able to choose your prisons. It shouldn't be something where you have to finesse a way. If in this hypothetical where we're saying people are choosing to be known as trans and possibly
hi, my name
endangering
is Tom.
themselves.
My name is Tom. I just killed a whole bus of people. I don't want to go to Guantanamo Bay. Can you send me somewhere else? Can I go? Like,
Well, no one
what
should
the
be in
fuck?
Guantanamo Bay. That's a whole torture facility.
What?
It's
No,
true. Just
no,
because, listen, no matter how heinous your crime, that doesn't mean we throw you in a pit and just treat you like anything. Because once you start doing that, how are you different from other countries that, again, also don't value the rights of people?
they
Think about it.
other
America's
countries are
always seen
doing
itself
better
as
than
this
us.
great
If we're going to
moralistic thing, even in the middle of slavery. So like we can always have this double standard of, oh, aren't we the home of the free while you are enslaving people and willing to fight a whole civil war about slavery? Like our country has no real moral grounds to stand on for a lot
right.
of the things we huff and puff about.
No, you're right. Oh, also, we have closed door conversations podcast in the chat. She says, "Yo, hi y'all.
Hey,
Hey
tell them say
man, what's
what's
Hey.
up.
up, Miss
Hi.
Ivory?
What's going
Yeah.
Hola.
on?
Estás?
We were
Just want to
talking
acknowledge you, let you know
about
that we
the.
here. We saw you.
Hold up, give me a
Hope you
second. She
enjoying this
actually.
conversation.
Mm.
Wait, oop. Rip, I want to get on the conversation.
What is that noise?
It is probably
The car.
yeah. Kenny, we
But
can
yeah,
see you. We
but
can't
no.
hear you.
I don't know. You know
No,
what's
we can't
weird
hear
about
you.
me right now? I haven't been sleeping very well,
Let me
even
see.
though
Let me make
I
sure,
have
Kenny.
employed two people to be my assistants, and I'm still not sleeping well.
Yeah, no, Kenny. On my end, you don't have any volume coming through. I don't know what's
Are you
going on.
talking?
Nope.
Oh yeah, yeah, we don't hear you.
Why are you not sleeping well?
I
I
and
don't know.
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Is she about to blame it on the two assistants?
Hey,
That's what it sounded like.
there we go.
Oh, just in time.
Just
Just
in
in time.
time.
Uh,
Yay, my twin is here.
This is
just
not your
time.
normal discussion cancer podcast after show.
Just in time.
Perfect. I'm a bubblehead.
Hey, it's Baby Yoda. What's his real
Ah,
name? What's his real name?
He's a bubblehead.
I
Oh,
love
of
Boo.
course. Is that a big ass pop?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it had to be a
Mm.
bubblehead.
I got it right before COVID happened.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a huge bitch.
That
It
is.
Mm.
is though.
And I have a small one, and then I got Baby Yoda pillow. I got Baby Yoda Build a Bear. I got Baby Yoda the smaller figurines. Oh, that's my that's my baby. Besides my baby.
Yes, go girl.
Oh,
I tried to
uh,
make the Grogu deviled eggs. That did not work for me.
Miss
How does
Ivory
that work?
said.
No, they were so good though.
She said,
They
I
just were
wish
a
I wasn't
little
at
messy.
work and I could join in. Y'all know I
I know,
always have
right?
something to say.
Y'all can hear
Yeah,
me now?
we appreciate you nonetheless.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl, my
Absolutely.
day. My
I
day.
forgot. Oh.
Can you hear
She
me?
said, I freaking
Yeah, we can
love
hear
y'all
you.
All
energy
right, cool.
when y'all want to come on closed doors conversations.
I'll do
Okay,
it.
send me those. Send me those,
I
please,
was.
Oh,
so we can make
let me cut you up,
a
Kenny.
time. Yes.
Katie, say something.
Yeah.
Thank
Y'all hear Kenny?
you.
I can't see your face.
Can
There.
y'all hear him?
Yeah, we can. I can hear him.
nah.
If she
I don't
Okay.
know
didn't
what
hear me, I
happened
sent
earlier.
it to you a message.
Okay. I don't know.
Making
Yes.
sure. Okay, well, everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, I have not been sleeping. I have been going to sleep at like 5 to 6 a.m.
Anxiety. or stress.
Yeah, but I'm
She
taking
was about to
two
blow in
different
on us.
anxiety.
Woo!
I'm not blaming. No, I'm not blaming it on the assistants.
That's what it sounded like at first. I
I
was
was
like,
about to say,
oh, here we
yo,
No,
go.
no, 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 no,
you know
no.
she was
What
saying
I
that
was
even with your help, she still wasn't getting enough sleep.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
what
was
she was
like,
trying to say.
yes, that's what I was taking the medicine for. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I am taking Zoloft and hydralazine,
Sleep.
and they are two anti-anxiety medicines that I take at night. But for some odd reason, it worked the first 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, it stopped working.
Your body got used to it.
Damn it!
But you know
Let's say
what?
you might need higher doses.
Hmm.
So
Let's say you might need higher dosages.
No, that's dangerous.
You know what? Hmm. Hmm.
I
I
said
was
your
saying
body
you
probably
might need
got
higher
used.
dosages.
I heard you. I didn't hear Tryst.
Oh no, I was saying it sounds like you might need to talk to your doctor about higher dosages.
Oh, that's what you said. I thought
Yeah,
you
but I
said
don't
higher
want to do
dosages.
that
Oh,
and be like,
yeah,
Yeah,
But you need to sleep,
she finna
girl.
be knock knock.
you know, I know.
Oh, actually, try taking it earlier.
No, I'm telling you, no matter what time I'm taking it, that I'm just up.
Shit, you might need to take some fucking Nyquil and call it a day.
Yeah.
Take some motherfucking adult melatonin.
yeah.
Well, I hear him trying to get me hooked on whatever that shit is in the NyQuil. Cut it the fuck
Take
out.
some night curl.
So you have to drink some lean.
Hey man, look.
Oh, I'm gonna show you the cutest picture in the world. Naima, you already saw it. Glenn, you already saw it. Y'all ready to see this?
Oh, what you got? What you got?
I mean,
Okay.
I can't see your side screen, but okay.
So my kid did his first official school photo, any kind of professional photo, and he looks freaking adorable. $1 million.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh, look at the hand. Look at that. He got
uh huh.
money.
He's like,
He got money I don't
he's
know
like,
about.
I got swag,
He got money I
honey.
don't go about. Really?
Mm,
My man out here
Look,
getting
he looks
paper.
white, but that black comes right through, honey.
About to call him the kindergarten the kindergarten pimp.
He's not even kindergarten. He's a pre-K.
The kindergarten pimp.
The pre-K pimp.
The pre-K pimp.
Ah,
The
No, but
PK
that black
three and
comes
pay
right
me.
through,
He's only 3,
Huh? You said
and
what?
he's
that
already
black
doing.
came
He's
through.
only 3.
Yeah, PK3, right?
He's only 3 years old, and
Oh,
he's doing that.
yeah.
I was like, dang, I need
Yeah,
to put him in some
PK3 and
modeling
pay me.
class.
Absolutely.
Yes,
PK3 and
you
pay me.
do.
Album coming out
Look,
soon.
he got swag, honey. He got
Yeah,
swag.
yeah.
That didn't came, that's the
He
black
knew what
side
he
of
was doing.
him.
mm.
That's the black side.
I saw that Killmonger.
I saw that picture. No, so what happened was I had to go pick up Jack early, and I had to get a shot. So I put Jack on the bus, and I was on my way to get my shot. And his teacher texted me, "You have to come get Jack. He had diarrhea." And I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Because yesterday he was feeling better. So I said, "Just go today." And I was like, "You're gonna have to wait till after I get that shot." I had to go pick him up, and the teacher's
Hold on,
like,
something going on with
"At
your
least you
mic.
get this."
Who's Mike? Oh, her Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah, put it to your
Where's
mouth.
it going?
There
it
you go.
sounds
There you go.
faded. Let me see if I can
Hello?
turn you up.
Okay, but it fixed. She fixed it. Wait, talk.
Hello?
Oh,
That's okay.
Hold
So
on
I
now.
had to go pick him up. It's not me, it's somebody else going off.
it was you.
No, it's my computer. It's acting up on me again.
I turned you up. You're
If I
fine.
okay.
Oh,
So what's happening is so what ended up happening was that I had to wait 30 minutes. Jack had to wait in school 30 minutes because I had to get the shot done. and then because I hate shots, so I waited almost a year to get my second shot, and then
Girl,
Your
finally I
second
got it.
COVID shot?
So
girl,
this
that's
is
your
my
That,
first shot.
third.
Like, shit.
Third COVID shot.
Yeah, because
Are you
last
talking like
year,
the
May
booster?
11th. Hold on, no. So May 11th of last year, I got my first shot. I didn't get my second shot till last month, and then she said that I had to get another second one because I waited so long. But no, listen to me. But they said the longer you wait, the better it works. So I waited.
Dead
Wow.
ass. Are you fucking kidding
Yes.
me?
But I haven't caught COVID at all. So
That's because you wear your damn mask.
Wear your damn mask,
Oh
all the
people.
Lord.
time.
If any anti-maskers watching this shit, wear your fucking mask. Yeah, I said it just
Fuck
like that.
y'all mask.
I didn't wear it all the
Fuck
time,
y'all mask.
but
I
Not
ain't about to. I
I
ain't
mean, I
about to
don't
going
wear
fight
a mask the
nobody
past
and get
couple
COVID
weeks.
because I got into a fight with
F,
somebody. Fuck that. I'm having my mask on.
F the mask.
You was letting someone cough in your face while y'all was fighting?
Man, I didn't see some shit. I done
Damn.
seen some shit.
No, his brother thought we had COVID when we had gotten this real bad cold. So his brother was sitting there talking about, you gave me COVID. And then he was like, well, my girl just took the test and she's negative. So I don't know about it. I was like,
It was literally as he said that to me too. Like moments, I was like, well, my girl just took the test and it was negative. So you couldn't have got it from me.
very negative. Like no line on the other side, like shit.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, yep, it
nah,
was exactly what I thought it was. A
calm your
cold.
ass down. Was not us.
hey, Glenn, are you driving?
I sure am.
Where you going?
Oh, I was coming back from moving some of my stuff to a storage unit so I can move to this place.
That's right.
Nice.
Glenn making moves over there, and now very
Yeah, I gotta be out, so I'm moving to Baltimore.
moving to Bmore. Everyone moving to Bmore.
Yeah, moving to Baltimore.
Man, you
So,
not
He
go. You
said
not
moving
go.
to the Y.
What's up? Nah, he ain't going to that side. You going that side? You going to West? What's that? West Baltimore?
now I'm going downtown.
Oh, okay. Shit, nigga, it's just as
I'm, I'm,
expensive
go-
over there.
I'm going where the white people are.
The white people black over
Mhm.
Good.
there.
But see, I rent out a
Where the
room,
white
No,
fellas?
so I'm paying
not,
for a
not
room. I'm
the
not paying for like a whole place. But it's a
They
lot cheaper than
everything
Baltimore.
that they say about black people being porch monkeys and this, that, and the other. That's what they do over there. They follow every black stereotype you could think of in Baltimore. The white people really are like albino black people. It's really trifling. I'll never forget my experience.
Did you
My
just
first
say
experience around a
albino
black.
white people?
Yes, albino
You
black
sure
people.
did.
I mean, albino black people. No, because my first experience going to Baltimore was like 2011, and we were going to my dad's new house. And as we were driving through the city, we saw
Yo, what
white
is
boys
that in the
playing
background?
craps on the corner. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They playing craps? These motherfuckers on the porch? Oh wait, they doing shit that what? What?
Wait, is that
All
sound?
the perpetuated black stereotypes. These motherfuckers was. I was like, oh,
They was getting it,
they was getting the
yeah.
fuck. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna never unsee this shit.
Never,
Yeah.
never, never.
They was on their porch smoking blunts, weed with the pit bulls on the front. I'm like, yo, white people do this? What type of
Yep.
culture?
Yeah. She
These
gonna
motherfuckers
say,
got
yeah.
too much seasoning.
She said, look, I lived with one. I have procreated with one I know.
Woo!
I'm sorry.
I was like, yo, but you know what? Baltimore, I've been to Philly, I've been to New York, I've been to different places, and that was the only time I've seen that phenomenon. Consistently, by the way. Consistently. It was just like, okay.
Always. Okay.
Shit. Okay.
But no, back to since you weren't here for the Kevin Samuels conversation,
Oh
honey.
shit. Here we go again.
What y'all think about it? Since I wasn't here to hear y'all.
um,
Mm.
I said, ooh.
Nah. Tell her how you really feel. She said she glad this
Okay,
nigga dead. Died, nigga died.
so
She sound
so a
like
lot.
I didn't say it like that.
she sound like that Eminem song. Like go to sleep, bitch. Die, motherfucker. Die, bot. Time's up, nigga. Close your eyes. I'm like, damn. What Queen, what's going
But
on?
you know what? You know what? He was so fucking rude to females. I am like, come on. Just because you're over the age of 35 doesn't mean you're a leftover.
He said
35,
what?
I'm 57.
He said
He said,
leftovers?
yes, he said, you are at
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of the barrel, you are leftovers if you're over the age
Mm-hmm.
of 35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, people gonna be happy.
You know
People gonna be
what?
happy
I'm
he's
starting
now
to
at the bottom of the
believe
barrel of a grave site.
I'm starting to believe that he got his heart attack because he was living up to his own hype and it was stressing him the fuck out.
That he probably popped too many Viagra trying to keep up with what he was trying to live.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
No, I think what it
Listen,
really was, and y'all gonna hate me. Some people, I know them incels gonna get on my ass, but Kevin Samuels, he was gay, y'all. I'm sorry to let y'all know
well,
this.
bye,
That was
possibly.
a gay man.
It's possibly bye.
Okay, he was bisexual, possibly, and he died on top of a woman, and I feel like he died on this woman because he couldn't take the fact that he was having sex with a woman, and he was like, "I'm gay. I'm done.
What?
You think no? How's
That
that
don't make
work?
no
What?
sense. What type of conspiracy?
I'm gay." No, but she
No,
was
I don't think
pretty
it's that.
though.
I think he
She
probably just
actually
popped the
looked like one of
Viagra
my
to keep up
favorite.
with that big
That's the
booty, and he
wild
could have
part. She looked
it
like
killed his
one of my
heart.
favorite actors. Like it was real weird. I was like, I know that ain't my cousin that done killed Kevin Samuels now, but no, no, it's not. She don't have our last name, so.
Every
Mm,
time y'all say this
okay.
nigga name, I think Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels, Colonel Sam.
Like, who the fuck killed Colonel Sanders?
Man, he should have put out better energy into this world.
He should
I
have
feel like
because I'm
he
kind of
should have
torn
been
because
He wouldn't be
here if
popular if he did. Mm,
what I'm hearing right now, if nothing else, right, regardless of how he is and how he died or whatever, it's just a reminder to me of how people can perceive you and portray you and understand or misunderstand or misrepresent or represent you after you're dead. Like, because at the end of the day, you know, while you no longer have to live with the things that you said, everyone else has to. And the
yeah.
impact that you made on life, everyone else has to. And, I don't want nobody saying, well, I'm glad that nigga dead. Like, when I die.
I'm
Like,
not saying I'm glad, but I
I'm
ain't
just
mad.
saying,
I'm
it's
glad
not
that everything
positive.
was
It ain't
taken
all
out of the way.
positive. I said something earlier today when she told me about this. I said, "Oh, damn, that's a shame. Rest in peace." And she said, "I hope he rests in hell." I'm like that. That's not,
I sure did say it. I
I
I'm
said
like,
mean,
it
with
and
the
I
energy
damn.
he
stand
was putting
on
out, it's I
But you
don't.
know what? At the
I'm
end
not
of the
the
day,
I'm not the Lord and
everything that
Savior.
you
I'm not
did,
Peter, but
You get what
I
I'm
don't think
saying?
he
I'm
gonna
like,
make it
I'm
to the
not,
pearly
it.
I'm
But
not
gates.
gonna wish nothing
I'm gonna
bad on
be
the
really,
dead.
really honest. Hold on.
Nah.
There are probably people who probably feel the same way about me. And I'm okay with it. I posted a meme about Paul Walker like years ago. And people were like, oh,
Oh,
you're a
what are you saying
horrible
about Paul
person.
Walker?
That
Oh
shit was
man.
What are
funny,
you saying about
okay?
Paul Walker?
Oh man. No, don't bring that shit up. Why you
It
no,
was a
no, no,
Disney.
no, no. Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
still got the
Oh
picture.
my god. She
So
finna.
it was
and
like
she probably put
Disney,
it up
right?
every year.
You know how when we were
Mm,
kids and like the Disney thing, it would have like the different actors and be like,
Yeah.
my name is so and so and this is Disney Channel.
Yeah.
and make
Yeah.
the little ears. Okay, it was Paul. It was a skeleton, a burnt
What?
skeleton. Said, "Hi, I'm Paul Walker, and this is Disney Channel." I'm sorry,
That's
but
messed
see,
up.
the reason I put that shit up there is because I already knew he was up. He liked young women. No, young girls. I'm not even about to say women. That man like young girls, okay? And people talking about something, oh, his daughter might see this. I don't give a fuck about his daughter. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't know her. She don't know me. She'll probably never come across my page. Let's be honest.
See, I like
She'll
mine
never come
better
across
because
that
that's terrible.
post.
I like
It
my
was
Ray Charles
funny as
one better.
hell. I'm sorry, it was funny as hell, and I still got that bitch up there, and it come up in my memories every year. All right,
And she probably
See,
posts it
man,
every year too.
I like the other one, the one that's
share
like
that
Stevie
bitch
Wonder.
every
It's like,
year.
hi, I'm Stevie Wonder, and this is Disney Channel, and it's like a squiggly line, and you can't really.
Oh, stupid.
It's like,
But no, like
wow,
I'm pretty
wow.
sure people probably feel like I should go to hell, and that's okay. I'm
Uh,
more than likely am going to hell, and that's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure I've
I like
reserved
the
at least
heat.
if there is one. I'm pretty sure I'm reserved at least 30 minutes in that bitch for some of the shit I've laughed at.
Nah, you reserve like like a good forever with me.
Nah. Uh, Remember, death do us part.
But- Yes.
What? He said
Hold
he
on,
floating
nigga.
up.
Hold on, nigga.
He
Wait
said
a
that's the line.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He said
I
that's the
come up
line.
from a family that lives forever, so you're gonna die before me, sir.
To death do us part. I
And
said what I
she'll follow
said.
you.
Eh,
She gonna follow you.
Shit, she gonna. I'm gonna do my time early. Then I'm gonna do my time early. So by the time
She
you
gonna follow
die,
you.
they be like, "Where my
I'll
nigga
meet you
at?"
in
I'm gonna be
hell.
like, "That nigga in
I'll
heaven
meet you
already.
in
He already
hell,
did his
babe.
time."
I'll meet you in hell.
She gonna tie
I'll meet
you up.
you.
You can't tell me I'm
I'll
already be
Keep
meet
you
you.
down
dead.
there.
eh.
I'll
Oh,
meet
dark
you
ways.
there. But see, I'm gonna be twerking. Like the way he's gonna know I'm getting to hell is I'm gonna be twerking with gasoline drawers on. I'm gonna be on fire, twerking.
We're gonna see Lil Nas X spinning on a fucking pole all the way to hell and shit.
And she gonna be right next to her.
Yes, Montero is gonna be playing. You gonna hear the music. It's gonna be like,
That doesn't
cocaine.
sound
That you
like
get
hell to
with your
me. That
friends.
sounds like hell to that sounds like hell for the alt right and the extremely right wing people and conservatives. They're like the gays they're everywhere.
That reminds me of The Sopranos.
Ooh.
Why we tripping? Oh my god.
Nah, yeah,
Cocaine
no,
and you live with
that's
your friends.
funny.
Live in the dark, boy. I cannot pretend. Back. And then
I
I'm gonna just
mean,
land like,
dark humor it can be funny. There's a point in time in it. Like if Paul Walker had
yeah.
just died and you had posted that
No,
shit
this
would
was
have been
like
funny.
years after he died.
Uh,
It was years after he died.
yeah, I'm
Like
about to say
at
that's
least
different.
four.
That's
At
different.
least four.
That's a little different. Like not that's like somebody posting something about Chadwick Boseman like that within that year. Hell, I
But
mean
see,
like, oh
Chadwick
boy,
Boseman wasn't messing with little 16-year-old girl.
you're justifying why it was a bad joke. I'm talking about making a bad joke about the dead. Period. I'm not stuck in that variable. It's a generalization. Neither you know who else wasn't messing with young or babies. I guess I don't know. I don't know if with Michael Jackson does Elvis's daughter count? How old was she?
She was a grown ass woman. What
That's
you
what I
talking
thought. I just
Yeah.
want to
about?
make sure. I just want to make sure.
I
Oh, wait, but we
I was
make
gonna say,
memes and jokes about
most white
this
people be
nigga.
like, just talk about them little boys that
No,
they
no, I had to make
don't do or
sure. I
don't
had to
know
make
he's
sure. But no, yeah,
messing
no.
with.
But
No,
we already got
Elvis
cleared
was
on that.
messing with
They
little
never found
girls
anything
though.
about that.
But
Like
Elvis messed with a little girl and
I
married
remember that.
her.
I remember
Jerry
that.
Lee Lewis. He
And
married his 13-year-old
but the point
cousin.
of the matter is that we make bad jokes about Michael Jackson, who didn't do anything,
I don't make them
right?
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't make them jokes.
That's not you. That's the point. Is that we make jokes about them, whether they're in good taste or bad taste, and it doesn't have anything to do with them dying or what they did or didn't do. They make jokes just to make jokes. That's what makes them dark because they're dead already. So you shouldn't be making jokes about them. The point I'm trying to make is that
Make
I feel
jokes
like a
about
dark
me
joke can
while
be a
I'm
good.
dead, yo. It's okay because I won't hear them.
I feel like
Good. I'll start.
I feel like a dark joke is good.
I said when I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll write them down for you.
Dark jokes
Ma'am, I'll dock
are
your
good
pay. Stop
if you're
it.
not actually clever. Okay.
I already look. I want to. I saw somebody put up on social media. They said when I die, I want somebody to check my pocket because I'm gonna have a slip of paper that's gonna have motherfuckers that should not be at that motherfucking funeral, and they need to be escorted out expeditiously. I was like, yo, what? That's so funny. Hey, what's this
Like,
hanging out for?
no, this over
Hey, that
with.
bitch ass nigga is here. Hey, get the fuck out. He said he don't want your ass here.
Nah, you tell people not to come to your funeral. That's exactly who's coming to the reception.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to yell that loud, but ooh, not the reception, Lord. He said, I'm coming to the
Hmm
reception,
They come
bitch.
eat all the snacks, do the toast.
You talking about the
Talk about, oh yeah, I
repass?
used to tell that kid all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
His little punk ass.
stupid shit. Talking about some
Sir,
reception.
sir, if you come to somebody at repass and they got a list of motherfuckers that not to come to repass, you gonna get your ass beat at the door.
Oh
Listen, they gonna
no.
come in. They gonna take some food trays. They gonna
They
take
were
some
like,
liquor.
we ain't seen you at the funeral.
Nah, ain't nobody about to be that raccoon fucking with them cats. Oh, I'm gonna take this motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
food here. God bless, God bless. Nah, we ain't gonna do all that. I'm sorry.
Nah, sir.
Some people do that. I'm pretty sure there's people in the chat that can
Oh
tell
yeah.
us of some real crazy
Can you check the
funeral
chat? 'Cause
stories.
my thing is not letting me see the chat for some reason.
You said yours isn't?
So,
Yeah, mine isn't.
so something crazy happened was I read an
Put the
article
mic
about
to your mouth.
Yeah, we can't hear you. There you go.
Oh lord.
Yes.
That's what R. Kelly was telling all those young girls.
so
Put the cat. Shut the fuck up.
That's what R. Kelly and Trey Songz are saying.
uh, uh, Trey Songs. Trey Songs
Yeah,
peeing
I
on
bet you
women.
steal your girl's vagine.
I'm
We didn't kill
dead.
Petey. Petey is dead.
okay, so I read an article talk about there was I forgot what happened, but this chick was about to be buried, and they did a funeral. They were carrying her, and all of a sudden they hear like scratching and punching, and yeah. So she was in a car accident with her nephew, and what happened was that she actually woke up alive in the coffin. So they hurried up and rushed her to the hospital. And the doctor's like, "Well, we already pronounced her dead because she was." They think that she was in an actual coma and her vitals was really low. They took her off life support and everything, and they announced her dead. So when she got back, she was they put her on all the everything, and then next thing they found out was the next day she died. So the
So
family
she
is
was a
trying to sue
dead
the
man
hospital.
walking.
She would have survived if they didn't take her off of life support if when she was in a coma.
But but here's my question. Didn't they embalm her ass?
No,
Okay. That makes sense.
Look, at the point
I
that
was
she
like,
woke the
if
fuck
they
up,
embalmed her, she'd be definitely dead.
I want to say, at the point that she
There's
woke
no
the
coming
fuck
back.
up, procedures were not followed. Motherfuckers were sued. Somebody made
so
money.
But didn't
the
anybody
police
realize
is
that she wasn't smelling like a decomposed body?
I don't. They don't
no
always
because they
Technically,
smell
tried
like.
to bury her the next day
Oh,
because they took her off life
was she Muslim?
support.
Was she Muslim? No, I'm dead ass.
They
Was she
probably just
Muslim?
had money.
No, it did go into that. But the thing is that once she got off of life support, the doctor already announced her dead, shut off all the thing, and then took her to the morgue, and then they took it to the funeral.
yeah.
So it was
So
like
she
Trina, when
not
boom,
you
boom,
said
drunk.
that
boom.
they had already announced her dead, It sounded like you were saying that as if the doctor was like, "Listen, we already announced her dead. She just have to go back in that coffin."
Yeah, I was like, yo, is she?
I'm sorry, there's no space left for
There's
her
no
on Earth.
space.
She need to go
Nope.
home.
Nope.
Once we make our final decision, that's the final decision.
We already used her straw man. Her money is
Mm.
gone.
I just
She
realized that Glenn is not here.
He's frozen.
in time.
Uh,
Like
he
the
got in a
girl.
car crash.
Oh
You
no,
got
don't do
kicked
that. No, it looked like he was walking somewhere, so he could be somewhere with bad cell phone
Yeah,
reception.
bad service.
Uh,
Kenny,
Yeah.
Kenny, do
this
you
Yes.
movie,
speak?
I keep breathing.
Hold up. Do you speak with a British accent?
mm,
Please tell me yes.
Oh,
Time to time, my family members sometimes slips
Please
out.
speak it.
yeah, I
Okay,
want to hear it. I want to
let's
hear it.
talk normal.
Yeah, talk normal,
I don't know. Like
don't
what?
talk American.
like in your British accent.
Why'd you put on a British accent instead of speaking a British accent?
Because I still have island in me. Let me go. Let me be.
She said she still got some colonization.
I
Because it sounds like
Fucking
sometimes it sounds like you're
colonization.
making a speech.
Look.
Mm,
no,
Sometimes
Go
when you
ahead.
talk, it sounds like
Good.
you're reading off a
Good.
paper like a speech.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you're trying
no, but
not
I
to
just want to
mess
hear it.
up your
I want to hear it.
language.
'Cause,
No, yeah, I want to
like,
hear. I want to hear.
good.
Once I learned that
Let's
you had it, I
go.
was like, you have that?
Yeah, I got country.
you are what?
You said what?
He said you
mm.
are.
What she
Say
said?
bloody hell.
Like what?
You said
Anything.
bloody
British?
hell.
Like country? Like
Speak in your
I
British
don't even speak.
accent, sir.
I don't speak British accent all the way.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
When I have a conversation with my family members and everybody, it comes out time to time.
okay, act like we your
Ah,
family. Let's go.
Let's go.
no,
Come
no,
on.
no, no. How are we gonna?
Come on,
How are we gonna force
vámonos.
that out of him? I don't know what to ask him to force it out of him.
Let
He's
Okay,
him
so
just
You
already.
like
just
it
gotta interview
no,
him while his family
Like
around.
when
just
I talk to my family, like my mom, my dad, and my sister, somebody, and my brothers back home, it comes out like because we having a conversation. Like if me and him are
it sounds
talking
like
and you did, it's here.
Oh,
I
okay.
do the same thing with True Blood. When I watch True Blood and I go try to talk to people, my southern come out a little darker or not darker but
Oh shit, a little darker.
stronger.
harder.
Darker.
Stronger.
Harder.
Huh?
Sorry. I just no. Speak it. Say bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
I don't. I
I
don't
don't. I
speak
don't
it
think he
clear.
does the bloody hell thing.
Just say bloody hell.
Or mate.
All our
Like,
European viewers are just like,
That's
what the
Australian for you.
I want you to know, viewers. This is this. They're just curious. They trying to.
No,
No,
oh,
because the
like
guy
don't be real.
okay,
if
Baby,
I
don't be
does
mad at
anybody
me
with
when I
time
say
will
this,
watch
or
but
if
black men
or
with
if
British accents. Oh,
or when I'm
So like
when I'm
Skepta,
wait when
uh,
like when I it comes out like when I'm like having a conversation and I get really really irritated, frustrated. It
okay,
starts to
come
come
on, I
out.
can get you frustrated.
yeah,
Let's
get
go.
frustrated with us. Because we frustrate you. So let's
two
go.
motherfuckers trying to.
Let's go.
So basically, when we was going through what we was going through last week or this earlier this week, or on your end, you were just like, these motherfuckers keep coming out to here. I keep talking this shit. Keep going back and back, back and over.
Yo
I'm not
yo
trying to keep doing this shit.
yo like for instance, right when the special guest was like she asked me questions. I said, yo, this like a girl trying to put me on the fucking spot. And when she froze, I was like, oh shit, I'm on live. I kind of hide it. I was like, it came out because I wasn't mad, but I was shocked. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck? It came out, but I don't think no one caught on to what I said. So oh, okay.
Yeah,
That sounds
man.
more
Yeah,
Yeah,
island.
nah. You've been getting bullied for like two weeks.
By who?
It has not been 2 weeks
yo,
yet.
It's been
no.
The
Probably like
first
a mo.
episode and
In this
and this
It was like
episode,
a
I was like, damn, sir. So
I'm
when did you?
messing.
It was like, so when did you learn you were a fuckboy? I was like,
That was you, Karina.
It
You.
was?
I was like,
Yes.
damn, whoo,
'Cause you
spicy.
it was you. She just sat there like, who said that?
I was like,
Who said that? Who said that? You.
I really said that?
You said it.
so,
Sorry.
She said it.
no,
She
but
said it.
you know, to a degree, I was with you on some of it. I just couldn't. I couldn't reciprocate. I don't think I've ever been in a position where, well, no, never gone as far as cheating anyway. But I don't think I've ever been in a situation with a relationship
not.
where I've had to reciprocate bad vibes because they were treating me bad. Like I don't think that I've ever stooped that low. I don't even say stooped that low. I don't think I've ever come to that conclusion. Because everyone has their own journey, and if that's the journey you got to make, I'm not going to say you stooping low to get through what you got to get through. That you have to learn how to move forward in your own way. And
Yeah.
for me, being an empath, I didn't have to learn it that way. My thing is that if it goes on just enough, and I'm communicating, like the moment you said you were communicating, she was just like, so. I was like,
Yeah. It was like, okay, so when I try to communicate with her, it was like I was speak one. It was going through one ear, come down the other. Like I was speaking like patois or Swahili or whatever
I
the
heard
fuck
it.
I'm
I
speaking.
heard it. I heard
You
it.
know, and it was fucking irritating me because it was like you fuck who are like I was getting mad. Like I was getting mad. It was like
Oh shit.
like
Really?
you don't understand what I'm saying. Like I'm speaking fucking English. But I wasn't speaking English, but it was like I'm speaking English, like I'm not speaking foreign, like which I was, like, but I was upset because it's like you're a grown ass person. How you don't understand the situation, what you're putting people into, where you put yourself in my shoes, And she didn't care about it, so it was like I had to learn. I had to learn how to move on. But at the same time, it was like something was holding me back. I didn't get that clear 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, and because when I'm in a relationship, I don't cheat, and I don't like treating people like shit. You know. So in my mind, I was already halfway there, but I had to make sure it was officially done. But at the same time, it's just really
So you were
hard to.
transitioning. Basically, you were already
Yeah,
transitioning. Okay.
yeah.
Wait. But didn't you tell TT that she was lazy?
Wait, what's that
We're
have to
not
do
talking
with
about
this?
TT. Yeah, we're not
You
talking about
said she
TT.
was lazy. You said that shit on the podcast.
What are you talking about?
She
We're
said
not
he
talking
said
about
first
TT.
of all
We're
he
talking
said
about
that she can be
I'm
lazy,
talking about relationship.
and we're talking about yeah, and we're gonna go back.
I
And
know.
We're talking
I'm
we're
about
just
gonna
something
saying.
else.
backtrack.
Yeah, we're talking about
No.
something else.
No, I'm just saying. You say you don't like to hurt people.
Oh, see, there's the context. Context. She said you don't like people. You don't like hurting people's feelings, but you call somebody
Or
lazy.
treat people like shit, but you called her lazy
That's not
because
treating her
she
like
didn't
shit. If
wash
she
her
lazy,
That's
you
car.
not.
lazy.
No. I didn't call her. I didn't call her lazy.
You
I
said
didn't call her
procrastination
lazy.
leads to lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how was being mean?
I'm just asking.
I mean, if you're lazy, you're lazy. That's not being mean. That's being
But I
truthful.
don't
I'm
think
lazy.
she's
Yeah.
lazy.
But the situation, I think that we talking about two different conversations. I was talking about the
Yeah,
conversation we had,
I know.
episode we just had. I was talking about that, and then you brought TT with a
No, yeah,
different. Now it's
Kenny.
talking
The
about a
correlation
different.
was that you just said that you don't like hurt people's feelings, and then she took that as an opportunity to say you call so and so lazy, and you're like that's hurting somebody's feelings, and that was which is the difference. It's like no, I feel like that's not hurting somebody's feelings as much as telling you the truth. Like I'd rather you
But
give the
is it?
truth to anyone.
That's
But
that's a brutal honesty thing. Like, there's
Yeah,
probably a better way to say that they're not being productive or
is it?
cooperative without saying lazy, because
That's
then you
why I
just starting
always
a
Well,
fight.
you can say, well, there's a difference between calling somebody a bitch and saying you're acting like a bitch.
okay. Well, I would hope that he's not
Yeah,
That's
saying
still
that.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
still
yeah.
the same thing though. It's still
It's
received the
synonyms.
same
I
way.
don't think
Synonyms.
he's
They're very
doing that,
synonyms.
but if I was to be called lazy, because that happened to me, and I was doing all the housework and working 16-hour shifts.
Hmm.
So when I was called lazy, because like I came home and went to sleep and didn't do the damn dishes for once. That should have been done before my ass even came home at 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Okay,
Well, no, no, no. See,
okay, boring.
your
Okay, boring.
situation, and that situation are two different things. Because the one thing about his situation is that he
Yeah,
established that there was a communication and
I
effort
know.
put forth that it holds somebody accountable for their own actions. If you tell, if like I said, you hold me accountable to make sure that the stream is set up and whatever goes
Mhm.
on so that we can start on
You're,
time or whatever happens. If I don't do that, then
I'm gonna
you have
fight
all
you.
right to call me whatever at this point because I you relied on me to do something and it didn't happen, right? Right? I'm
Yes.
expecting that. You're expecting that. What happened? What's going on? Some form of communication is happening, right? Especially if
Yeah.
I don't call you and tell you that I can't do it, right? You understand? All bets are off. We're not communicating anymore. We're not. There's no comprehension there. His scenario is kind of like that. If they communicated, hey, you're going to wash the dishes. Okay, I wash the dishes. I don't wash the dishes. I don't tell you I wash the dishes, or whatever the case may be. It's like, damn, why didn't you just tell me?
I did.
Not
I
you.
did
Yeah, but
tell
why
him.
didn't
No,
you
no,
just
no,
tell him
no. He's
break it
giving
to
the
him like, yo,
example. He's doing
And
the
you're
example.
lazy?
and,
He's giving
I'm
the
and
just
example.
saying I did tell him. It's not
no,
like
no,
there
there was
wasn't
no.
any. Hold on, wait. No, I'm saying there was communication. Hey, can you do these dishes
No,
for
that's what I'm
me?
saying. Your
Okay.
situation was different than his because there was no communication.
No, and I get it. No, I get it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that when I heard him say that, it kind of triggered me. That's
I'm
all.
about to say because you're justified, very much so, because you were
Yeah,
doing shit,
yeah.
and he wasn't
But
doing shit.
yeah, he wasn't even wiping his.
So and then moving the fuck on.
uh,
Anyway,
you gotta cuss him out. You gotta curse him out. You gotta curse
I'm
him
nah, it's
out.
just
clean and
saying.
tough. Anyway,
I had to introduce him to Cottonelle wet wipes. Okay. Now,
nah.
see, you
So
shouldn't have told me, sir. Let me just say this.
oh shit.
During our break,
Oh man. No.
Redhead's dad decided to contact me and try to belittle me. Now, sir, you didn't even know what an LLC was before I met you. Don't play with me. Number
Lay
two,
little company.
you didn't wipe your ass correctly. Okay? You had shitty drawers. Shitty drawers. Okay? Okay? Don't fuck with me.
Is this
Don't
a fade to
call me
black
no more.
moment? Do
Don't
I need to
come
fade to
in my
black? Do I need to
motherfucking
fade to
business.
black?
Yes.
Don't.
Yes, let's go.
No, no, you don't need to.
I do way more work than you, sir. So talking about my life ain't great. Sir, my life is perfect. You miserable and lonely and still ain't wiping your ass correctly.
Kitty, let me just say that I agree with
Shitty
exactly what you were
draws.
talking about,
Shitty
and
draws. Shitty
if
draws.
if if I'm at a certain point, especially since you and your partner at the time, or you and your partner not at the time, you and your partner are living together, so y'all share the
He's
same
like, I'm
space. It's
not
not
doing
like you're
this.
going over her house and vice versa.
Mhm.
You know, it takes the whole it takes the whole team to make the whole household work.
Yeah, it
And
does.
if
Yeah,
you're going to do the cooking or whatever the case you were going to do for that particular whatever, and it is expected for somebody to have it out in your head, you're already mentally prepared to do a dish or whatever the case may be, and
yeah.
she couldn't take it out or couldn't do whatever. My thing is that if nothing else, right? You can still say, that's a lazy move, whatever. But my thing comes down to she should have said something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least
Like,
if you had known, you could have got food on the way home. Like,
like for instance, like okay, so that's like okay, so like my previous relationship, right? So it's like my previous and the new one I'm in. So my new one is more understandable. My previous one that I was in, it was more like okay, so all right, if you're gonna cook, I'm gonna wash the dishes. But if you're missing something, before I come home, let me know. Like, hey, you need such. I'm like, all right, I'll go get it. Don't fucking tell me when I get there you can't do it because you're missing something. Fuck what, like what the hell? Like
What
you
the
could have
fuck?
told me when I'm out there, you know? Like tell me when I'm out there. Don't tell me when I'm home,
I'm
you know?
sorry.
Like you stupid or something. You know, like I get mad
Man.
and
Well, once
and
you
you
escalate to that
I
level,
gotta
then
hear
all
Karina.
bets are
Karina,
off.
Karina, how you feel about that? How you feel about that,
Hope you don't
Karina?
say that, sir.
So for me, it's sometimes that you kind of forget or you don't realize that you're missing like ingredient.
Yeah.
So and you don't know like for me, Walmart's right down the street. So
Yeah.
if I tell my husband to go get something, he go in, he go get what I need, and then he go hurry up and come back home. I might turn around and try to grab the adobo and put it in, and then I find out that I don't have enough, and he's already through the door. So I will have to tell him, "Hey,
that's
honey."
something different. But that's something
Okay.
different. You already have the ingredients. Whereas though versus a person who doesn't have it and they know they don't have it, just let me know. Like,
See, I
oh,
didn't
don't do
know.
everything
I
the
needed
last
more, so
minute.
I had to tell him.
Yeah.
But you kind
But
of
don't
had it though. You thought you had
You
it.
thought you
I
had
think
it.
that's what
You
you're
didn't
saying.
make. You didn't. It didn't pop up out of thin air. I'm gonna make spaghetti. I don't have ground beef. The fuck, like you.
you take
Give
things
me the
out. You
spaghetti.
take things out.
So I'm
And
coming
before
home
you
thinking, whatever main dish is gonna be. It's like if Petey says she's gonna make fried chicken, and I'm on my way home thinking I ain't gotta stop nowhere because we got fried
And she
chicken,
forgot the
and I
chicken,
get
but
home
she
and
got
all I see
everything
is
else.
fucking vegetables because we ain't got no fucking chicken. I'm gonna be fucking upset. Yeah, my
yeah.
black ass said
Eh,
chicken. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
No, no.
see, I would
Remember when we
just
were having the picnic
Uh huh.
and I was like, I'm gonna make us sandwiches. And then I went downstairs and my dad says, we don't have any more bread.
And what
I
did you
said,
do? What did you do?
okay, true.
What did you do?
I told
You
immediately told you.
exactly. Was it that
Yes.
hard? It's just simple communication. And then with that knowledge, right? I had a choice. I could stop on the way to her house and get some bread because
Yeah.
I knew. You understand? Like it's not that hard.
Well, we got pizza and
Yeah,
cheesecake.
because I ain't feel like getting off the bus and doing all that bullshit. I just
Word up. Word up. I'll do the same thing too.
But I was gonna say that's the other thing too. Like all these things ain't exactly life and death situations for it to turn to beef. Like if I get home and we don't have the thing, I'm like, all right, we get that tomorrow. Let's just order takeout and make food tomorrow.
well, okay, but
That that's
which is
it.
fine in some cases, but in in Kenny's case, the shit was going bad. So it was either take it out or it was going to get freezer burn. He said the shit was going bad. We need to take it out so we can cook it so that I can just
But if
so it
it's
won't
getting
go
freezer
bad.
burn, that means it's been in there for a while and y'all just been
But that's the
repeatedly
point.
forgetting it.
Like
So like that
but if
happens
we had
too.
a
But see,
discussion,
Like
if we
it's not DEFCON 5 just because like it happened again
but you know
for the
what?
final time.
I always change food often because I want to eat certain things, and then sometimes I'm like, in the morning I might want chicken, in the evening I want steak, and then I'll just make the steak.
yeah.
Mm.
What we try
But
not to do is make the same
I want a
mistake.
fajita.
Mm.
Hmm?
I really want some fajitas. I'm sorry. Like I'm fat
you
and
better
I
cook
Nah,
need
some
nah, nah. You
steak. And
good? Like I got
um
the shit over here. We that might be a thing, but
oh
like
you gonna make me some fajitas?
not today. But it might be a thing. It's supposed to rain all fucking.
Well, you're going to the movies this weekend
I'm
anyway.
supposed to. This motherfucker answered the phone.
Yes. Oh, he didn't answer.
I called
What
him. I sent
time?
him a text message, and then I was listening to people on the bus, and then called you back. Yeah, but yeah, no, he didn't answer the phone.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm supposed to go
I
see Doctor Strange this weekend.
Doctor Strange. When are we going to see Doctor Strange? Since you're going with your best friend.
Yo,
ooh,
who is
No,
the
you better
name
answer
one?
that damn
he's not happy.
question.
He ain't
Okay,
happy.
so all right, so
On Disney
name the
Plus.
worst.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Name the worst. Hey guys,
So a month and a
so
half from now.
He gonna say Disney Plus. That's where I watch Moon Knight. Okay.
I love
Ooh,
Moon
that
Knight.
finale, the finale.
Oh,
I'm
speaking of
gonna
What?
turn
which,
that
I
down so
watched.
I don't hear no spoilers.
What'd you say?
Hmm.
No, Trish was saying something.
No, I just said I'm gonna
Okay.
turn that down so I don't hear no spoilers.
Oh no, we're not going to talk
Oh,
about.
you haven't seen it?
We talking about Moon Knight or
Have you seen Moon
Doctor
Knight?
Strange?
You haven't seen the last
I've
Moon
only seen the
Knight?
first two episodes.
Oh, I haven't seen any of it either. It's not
It's
Me
good.
neither.
relevant
Oh, I'm not
to.
gonna spoil it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
haven't
you were
seen
talking
it.
about
I
Doctor
It's
just
not.
Strange.
It's
I'm
just
not
good.
spoiling. Yeah, it was really good.
I'm gonna watch it eventually. I did finish the What If last night or this morning,
Hmm.
Mm.
technically. Uh, just in
So he
time
did. He
for the
did.
Doctor Strange movie.
Yo, the Ultra Vision, I was in love with
Whoo!
that. That's what I
Whoo!
I
wish they
never
had
seen
done.
that
I wish they
either.
did something like that in the MCU.
Come
You haven't
on,
seen
bruh.
What If yet?
Can you haven't
Huh?
seen
You
that?
what?
You haven't seen What If?
I don't
I
know.
haven't.
Are you?
Nope.
Are you? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on, hold on,
I
hold on.
seen.
Everyone, just pause for a second. Hold on. You two, are y'all Marvel people? What's going on?
Yes,
Okay.
I seen like a couple of the What If, but I got
Okay.
bored.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm a Marvel.
So
I got bored.
so you
Okay,
like
y'all
Marvel too, Kenny?
in order to even
Huh?
understand Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you have to look at What If, though.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
That is the whole entire thing because everything eventually connects, hon.
Yep.
I understand that. I have
Mm.
I have watched it as a background noise.
I don't know
Maybe
what
I
to
used
are
say
to
to
you an
that,
animation kind of person?
man. That
Because if you're not, then that's probably why.
that
Because of what?
I said, are you into like animation or not?
I am, but some of the story was just dragging, and I didn't.
from the second
Listen,
episode.
my bad. I've
There
been
was a couple
watching.
like that.
Just
yeah.
there,
The
I
I've
had to.
been
zombie
I
one was kind
watching.
of like
powered
that
through
for
it.
me.
This is the
What I've
thing.
been
This is the
watching
thing.
is
Like you gotta watch the rest of them. The rest of them are better.
Yeah.
I
Like I would say that
promise.
no,
I
because
the
don't
I
know.
didn't
least
People
really
favorite
like
one
watching
the
was the
videos
zombie
saying
ending.
which
one.
ones are the best ones to watch.
But you have to watch them all. That's the thing. You
Yeah,
have
because
to
they
actually.
all by the end of it, it's all connected. It literally is all connected, which was a
And it
twist because
goes.
I didn't know
It
that until
goes.
someone said it. I was like, oh
I said
shit.
it. I said it,
Yeah, thank you
sir.
for spoiling that. I wasn't trying to let you say that you spoiled it for me. Anyway,
I didn't
so
spoil it, sir. I didn't spoil shit. Okay. You had to have known that eventually that shit was gonna connect.
I
It's a
didn't know
whole
anything. No, I didn't.
multiverse. You thought it was just an anthology.
No, yeah, I thought it was an anthology for the series itself. I knew that the
But
episode.
even the
I
comics,
thought
baby.
episode 4 was gonna be the only episode that connected to the movie. I didn't know that the whole what if was
Everything.
actually connected to the movie. That was the catch 22. I didn't know that until you said that it all matters, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know how it was going to matter, whether it was
But
going to
I didn't
matter.
exactly spoil it.
No, not exactly. That hint was enough to
I
get
didn't
me in a
even tell
direction.
you
But
exactly
I
what
guess that
happened.
hint was enough to get me to understand that it was not an anthropology. So it was just like, oh,
Anthology.
okay. So
They should
it's
call it
not
an
just random
anthropology.
shit happening, even though it felt like random shit was happening. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, but
Yo,
no, oh no,
I still want to see everything everywhere all at once, so I could do like my own little headcanon for what would happen if that movie was crossed over with the Loki series.
I feel like it is. I feel like
But
what
that's
if
not
is going
Marvel.
to connect. What if connects Loki as well as the Doctor Strange movie. I feel
But
like
but
it.
but the movie he's talking about isn't a Marvel movie at
What is he
all.
talking
Like
about?
at all.
I'm talking about
He's
the everything everywhere all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. I don't know what that is.
it's with the lady from Shang-Chi and she's like in
Hmm.
different lives or whatever in multiverse,
Mm.
but it's not
Yeah,
Marvel.
she's
I
doing
thought
something
it was
like verse
Marvel
shifting.
first, but it's not.
Ooh, imagine if Loki got something
He
like that
probably has.
technology, a verse shifter, so he can like connect with his multiple variants across multiple timelines and learn
Woo.
different backstories and skills so he can better take on Kang.
Hmm. I'm one. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm
Yeah, yo,
excited.
season 2 is gonna be fucking vicious. In fact, I think that's the only Marvel anything that has been confirmed to have a second season.
Second season, yeah.
Not no
Because they
no
haven't even
other
Let me
confirmed
say
Moon Knight.
Which one? Hold on. So which one's having a second season?
Loki.
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 Oh yes. I hope Moonlight does too, because I
Although
like that.
I hope it does, but I mean, I think they just gonna start doing
Is it?
movies. I think they just wanted to
I
do
think they'll probably do
origin.
that for a lot of them, just do movies and not
Yeah,
promise any season two until they need a season two to further a storyline.
yeah,
I was like, oh, it was like, yeah, we left you off as a cliffhanger, but don't worry, season 2 will come eventually because we know you
yeah.
guys need it. I was thirsty. I watched all that Marvel shit on my last birthday. Winter Soldier, WandaVision, well, Falcon and the Winter
Oh
Ooh,
Soldier,
man, the Winter
WandaVision.
Soldier one, yo, episode five of the Captain America Winter Soldier one, that had me like actually crying. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
thing
was
about
real.
dude's
it was very,
backstory.
yeah.
It was real. Motherfuckers was complaining about, oh, it's too political. Bitch, Captain
What
America
is
always
the
been political.
politics?
It's talking
Because this is
about
the
the
life
shit
that
that's
black
happening.
people
It's like,
live. Okay.
no shit. That's what Captain America does. Always has. In every movie he talks about the shit. It's just that this series gave you fucking
Black people.
back to
Okay.
back to back to back. It was like, it's not a superhero movie. Yeah, it is. It's just taking place in our fucking world. It's
Mhm.
connecting to the issues that happen in our universe. The shit that we
Yes.
deal with.
And plus,
Immigration,
it's developing
homelessness.
what's happening in the background for human society with everything after the blip, after the snap.
Yeah, it's
Like they basically have a one world government, and people who moved into new homes and like moved to new countries because like half the world disappeared. Now they're being displaced all over again. Like that's a very interesting
it is.
storyline. Like
It
for
is.
nothing else, not even if you don't care about like the whole Sam storyline. That's an amazing like consideration for what the universe is, or at least Earth is looking like after snap and the other type. It's like imagine mutants coming into the universe
It dealt
where
with
there's already
prejudice.
displacement, there's already what you call it, anger, and then now there's these people who are developing powers. And like, did this also happen because of the snap?
Yep.
And like, are they like harbingers of doom? Like, are they like bad omens? You know, like there's room for like things to be brought in and for there to be still the same type of animosity in the comics or in the movies, but for different reasons. That's related to like everything that happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But yeah,
it was
Don't
Marvel's
get me
fire.
started on like potential things with like these storylines because I my mind because especially like I like to do the crossover type of thought patterns. Like there's a lot of potential for a lot of things
Hold on,
that
hold on,
like can
hold on.
be really
Something's
beautiful
going
and
on.
executed right.
I need you to. Something was
What?
going on with your mic. It was good. Like
he's
for a
fine.
second, we didn't hear the reverb in the hallway. We just heard you. What'd you just do?
No, he's
Oh, nothing.
I heard
I was just waving the phone while I was talking. That was it.
Interesting. It must be the angle or something. What you got? Vertigo?
what up.
Oh my god.
The hair moves, honey, because it's real. Okay. Thank you.
It's real and alive.
Yes. All right. Oh my God, we still got to clip that clip.
We gotta clip that clip of you.
What clip? A clip.
We got of the second episode where this motherfucker pulled out the whip. Oh, we got something special
Uh,
coming up for y'all with that scene. That's gonna be a whole. We're gonna have sound effects. I'm gonna put my Hollywood
Damn.
production on that bitch. We're gonna have folio
You
work.
still need to. You still need to cut the thing, and send it
Don't
to
forget
me.
to add pricing.
Ad price. We gotta turn. Oh, his ass about Tryst about to be a whole fucking infomercial. Okay.
Woo!
And for $12.99, you can get this whip.
I mean, if Adam and Eve want to sponsor me, they know where to find me.
See, there you
Hey.
go. Hey, there you go. Absolutely.
Yes, give him a finder's fee, adamandeve.com.
And
Give him a finder's fee. He'll show your sex toys, or I will too. But
mm,
I would.
I'd love to just have
I'll drive down the
nice
street and pick it up.
show.
Jesus fucking Christ.
mm.
I got Adam and Eve right down the street. In 15 minutes, I can get to it.
She's like,
Oh
look,
wow.
all I gotta do is borrow this shit. Just give me some money. Fuck that.
Mm.
I'll buy this. Hey, I'll buy the shit, sponsor it, and send the shit back. I got y'all. Come on, just
Nah, that's a little too much. It's like people wearing
You don't got
the
pay me, just
underwears in
give
the
me
dress
it.
rooms and put in the back.
No, no, I think I might want to keep it.
this.
No,
Mm.
don't pay me. Just let me keep it. That's all.
Yeah, give me something.
Don't tell no corporation not to pay you.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. I
Oh,
mean,
No, of
man.
course we want to pay. Look.
pay, let,
Of course we want to get paid, but we want to keep the toy. Okay, after we
I
didn't
want, I want my
use
toys.
the toy.
I want my toys.
We like
Uh,
toys.
I just like
yes.
amassing a treasure chest.
I'm about to say, right? I
All
feel like
right,
I'm playing
so
Legend of Zelda, and
Jenny
it's
is
gonna
so
open up the
quiet.
trunk, and it's just gonna have a whole
he
bunch of sex
he
toys
just
in it. It's like,
observing
wow,
today.
this is what I.
Well, so I got a secret for y'all.
Okay.
Terry knows. But on my desk, there is an area where, like, you could open up and close the area, and it has a picture of Texas.
Okay.
And I always,
Okay.
I tell the kids, do not mess with Texas, because I don't want them to play with, look, see my stuff. But it's a big shelf. Yes.
You might need like a nice little suitcase that you can lock. I feel like Jack
Yeah.
Jack is
Oh,
gonna be like,
Oh.
all right,
no, they
I'm
have to like climb over my bed, get on my
Okay.
table, get on my desk to open it.
Oh, so it's kind of high.
Oh. So she
Okay.
got
And then
that Inspector Gadget. Got you.
not only that, but all the toys are hidden behind the alcohol.
okay.
Oh, they definitely not touching it. Nah, they not touching that.
I know
Kenny
that
just
was a
like, what
deterrent
is
for me when I was a
Kenny?
kid. My brother's dad gave me some beer because I thought it was cola,
Hmm.
and that shit was
Yeah.
fucking nasty. So yeah,
I
as
can't
a
smell.
kid, you could hide $1 million behind fucking beer, and I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't go anywhere near the shit. I'd be like, let's stay away from that bullshit. That's some bullshit.
I still stay away from beer. I still don't like the taste of beer. So
Yeah,
I
we
like
not
certain
Bud
type
Light
of
I
beer.
kind of like
Budweisers.
it.
really,
Like
okay, I'll
once
do
you start
Seagrams.
drinking it enough,
I'll do Seagrams, but that's it.
I mean, but aren't those considered wine coolers?
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
I would do wine cooler. Yeah, that's
Oh, I
different.
thought they would
oh yeah, I
be.
Like
love delicious drinks.
Like we were getting scrutinized at one point. We still kind of are, but I kind of ignored the shit out of them because they were like, people be like, "Oh, men shouldn't be drinking colorful drinks and this, that, and that." Man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna drink these Seagrams, Jamaican Me Happy, and all the other shit that I like. The pina colada, the Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm gonna drink all the shit that I want to drink, and you can shut the fuck up, go to hell. I don't give a
You
fuck.
ain't paying for
Yeah.
my drinks.
For
Yeah.
real. I paid like $24 for the fucking case of Mike's Hard Lemonades from the grocery store. You damn right I'm gonna
But you
drink this
gonna bring
motherfucking
like
shit. I
hard
don't give a
lemonades
fuck.
to my house on the 28th, sir.
Hey, we'll see about all that. I may have to I don't know. I might do
That's
that.
your entry fee, sir. I'll
So
turn good
I
blood
can
away.
leave the motherfucking devil eggs at home. Nah, the cancers in the room gonna fuck me
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
The cancers like,
Why you
nah,
think I'm
nigga.
coming?
Huh?
I said, why you think I'm coming?
Shit, say less. Say less,
Exactly.
sis.
She want them damn deviled
Oh, you
eggs.
don't even know. I'm making Korean fried chicken deviled eggs.
Oh, that sounds good.
I told you that though. Remember?
I thought
Mm.
it, but it's not that way he says it because he's cooking it.
Man, I make some bomb ass Korean fried chicken. Oh boy, and I have my sister.
Is it spicy?
I can make them
Yes.
spicy.
Please do.
Okay, we are okay.
I'm
Say
from
less.
Louisiana. I want it hot. I want to sweat from the heat of the food. I want to
You may not.
sweat.
You may regret that. You
No.
may regret that.
Oh, see, he gonna
No.
try to kill us. No, wait. Habaneros are not that hot. At least not to me.
This particular
What you
sauce
need? No, no, no,
is
no, no.
very
What you
potent.
need? No, it's not. What you need is smack your mama hot sauce.
Do you want me to go? You want me to go hotter? I can go hotter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I'll
told you
make a
I want
batch
to
just
sweat.
for you because I don't think anybody else gonna be ready to deal with that sauce. Give me a
Why
second.
wouldn't I?
You would I have eaten wings where you have to sign a waiver.
Yes. The nuclear
Cluck you chicken.
nuclear
Cluck you
from
chicken.
Oh
Clucky
my
Chicken.
goodness,
No,
Clucky.
we got Chicken King, and if it gets too
Um,
spicy, you
yeah,
have to
you gotta
sign.
sign that bitch. Mm-hmm.
I want some
What?
more of
I haven't
that
tried that
Clucky
one.
honey
You had
chicken.
this one?
No,
This Mad Dog Inferno? One drop will
where's it
heat up.
from?
Huh?
Where's it from?
It's from Louisiana.
Okay,
Oh,
I haven't
well, there
had
you
that
go.
one yet.
Yeah, no. It's
That's good.
two
Try it.
drops. Two drops.
Just gonna tell me if it's hot. Try it.
Three drops will spice up
Oh
an
no, I've seen
entire
him
pot of
try that.
chili.
Don't do that to him right now.
Huh?
Try it. I
So
dare you
I've
to try
seen
it.
him
Drop.
try it. Don't do
I'm
that to
not doing
him
this shit
right
right
now.
now.
Please don't do that to him on this.
Oh no, I can
Oh, I
do
want to
it.
see it.
I can do it. I
Go ahead.
best
No,
believe I
no,
can do it.
no, no.
No,
We
no,
can
you can't.
yo.
Why are we doing
We
this?
have
Why you doing this?
to
I don't have that shit for
do
show.
friendship challenge.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, right there.
We
How
have to
about y'all do
do
a
the
challenge
one.
where you make it and then y'all race to eat it. See who eats it fast.
I'll do
Okay.
you one
No,
better.
we gonna sit our asses on this after show and eat the damn chip
I'll do you one better.
and die.
When you come up, um, what I normally do is I make a sauce for fries, right? I'll get a small thing of fries because normally we just dip the sauce in the fry, eat it because it helps absorb it and everything else. And I can test your metal that way because ain't nobody been able to bang with me with this heat.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ain't nobody,
Excuse me.
ain't no one. You haven't been tested.
Mm.
So you gotta test both of us.
Yeah, pretty
Hold up.
much.
First of
But you're
all,
the
you
one
mind
bragging
your
about it, so I really gotta test you. She ain't been talking about how she about that life. She ain't really do that. You
because
out
I
here
don't have
like
to brag. I just eat.
so both of y'all gotta get tested.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
Yeah.
you coming down, Tris?
we'll see.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if I'll be in poverty at that particular time.
You say you don't know if you'll be in, man. I feel you, dog.
Because I'm good right now. I can't account for the future just yet.
Man, I be trying to tell people that shit. Nah,
Okay.
it's real. It's
No,
real.
hold on. Kenny,
He ain't talking. He
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing.
you want to come?
Mm.
Where?
You want to come to my cookout on the 28th?
When?
On the 28th.
The 28th.
What day is that for, Lon?
This month.
That's
A
the
Saturday.
Saturday. It's 4 Saturdays from now.
Is it 4?
4.
Yeah.
7, 14, 21,
There's
28. Yeah.
5 weeks.
Wait,
Yeah.
4 Saturdays from now? Wow, man, a long month.
Yeah, 5
Literally.
weeks for May.
Oh.
Or 4.5 if technical.
Whatever. Just say 5.
I mean, I have room. And we're going to have food and liquor.
Oh, speaking of which, guess what? So just so you know, where I work at, the I guess CEO, CFO, whatever you want to call her, the head of the building, her birthday is tomorrow. She's turning 77, and one of the things that she was talking about for our job was that she got approved for a budget of like 13 million, so that they can start production.
Yo, who just started busting out laughing like that?
Well, that's what my boss does. Okay, just point blank. Period. With her pool in the city and everything else, I'm not gonna say her name, but that's what she does. That's what she does. She talked to our mayor, and she was able to pull because of how successful my job is teaching or where I teach at. Was able to get a budget together of 13 million for an expansion. And the reason why I brought it up is because one of the things that she was talking about having was more tennis courts as well as a place to play pickleball.
How's this
Right.
pickleball? What is that?
That, yeah,
Okay,
so
so it's like
apparently it's kind of like
tennis, but
tennis,
it's not
but it's
tennis.
not tennis. I thought it was like badminton. I was like, is it like
But
badminton?
it's not badminton.
Badminton, is it against the
I
wall?
have a whole
No, no, no.
set.
Badminton's when
Here's the
you. It's like
ball.
you hit the birdie. It's like a little, like a kind of like a
Oh,
ball. It's like you're hitting over a valley, like a volleyball net. It's like a net that's up in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what. That's. What I just said is called.
Pickleball? I'm
pickleball. I
confused.
have to say, look. When you get here, hun, I'll just show you the damn rackets and the balls. You'll be alright. You ain't gonna- you'll be alright. It's something they play in Texas.
So they do play it.
They should keep it in
They play
Texas.
it.
No, I'm looking forward. I'm hoping that
Never,
I didn't get a
never.
chance to see you guys when y'all came down because I was working that day.
True.
But you know,
I didn't come.
um, uh, I will be on a hiatus from my job as of the 27th, so I will have a lot of free
Because
time. So I'm hoping
school
that I can see,
closing and everything.
huh?
Because school vacation, like summer break.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. But my job's school year ends on the 27th, and the summer camp
Mm.
doesn't start back up until the 5th of July. So I have between that
Mm.
time. So I have time to work out other things and do stuff. So like this party is very significant to me on that end. So I'm hoping I can see whoever I can see at the beginning of my break and moving forward. So I seeing you guys on here is great. And, I edit you guys all the time. I cut some shit out, leave some shit in, whatever. But there's nothing like that in person.
Oh, my cats look at me crazy, so I'm trying to mess with them.
Oh, absolutely. Until they try to bite your ass.
Right?
Oh no, he's laid down on the bed.
Oh,
Hold
that's
up.
the
Where is
worst.
it? Here
Is
you
it?
go. Here you go. Here you go. Where
Oh,
is
she's
it?
showing. She's showing.
My
Yep.
my battle wounds from last night.
Soon she
You
gonna
can't
turn
really
into a
see,
damn furry.
but my cat bit the shit out of me last night. She was like, I was like, oh my god. He heard me scream. Didn't say, baby, you okay or
Actually,
nothing.
I
He
didn't hear
just
you
kept
scream.
walking with it.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start
because I
doing
was
like
like,
that black chick and start fighting my cat if I ever
I
get one.
this
told her to leave the
bloody ass
fucking cat
murder.
alone. I told her she was fucking with the cat earlier that day because the cat was in heat, and it was just very docile, like
Delicious.
very just chill. But the cat normally don't fuck with her. But in this moment of weakness, the cat was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you do whatever. It's all right. I'm not even gonna fight you. I'm gonna fuck your ass up when I'm feeling a little better. When I'm not so much in heat. I'm still in heat though. But little later, hours later, she told me she got bit. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, did your cat bite
But
Mm.
you?
he
No,
saw
it was the
me
other
playing with
cat.
the cat.
Huh?
Look, you saw me playing with the cat. I had the cat. I was dancing with the kitty, everything, and y'all didn't
Everything was
say.
nice, and I told. But what did I say? Did I not say he's gonna fuck with you? Did I say he's gonna get you back for that shit? I did say that, didn't I?
And then 15 minutes later,
I was
she
like,
got me good though. She
she's
got
like,
me good. And my
He's like,
cat
I'm
was
so
like,
skinny, I'm so weak, I'm so fluffy, I'm
yeah.
so cute. Mm-hmm.
See, my cat's a sweetheart though. My actual cat, y'all. Okay, so there are two cats. One cat is my brother's. The other one is mine.
We don't
My
fuck with
cat
cat
is
ass
black and
niggas.
white, sweet as hell. Okay, she's sweet. My black and white tuxedo baby. That's my baby. She
Mm-hmm.
always talk about something.
Nah, but no,
That's my baby. She's so
no.
sweet.
In truth, it is what it is. But
That's a badass cat though.
indeed, do you
Hmm.
as it relates to the episode, does anybody else have anything they want to add or say? Because I know that we're limited on what or how long we can talk on during the episodes, just to keep within a certain time period, so certain people's points couldn't
Yeah.
come out.
Somebody
Logan got
say
a chance
that.
to say his point on how he felt about, you know, the trans people in prison, Was there anybody else with any other topic of that day that they wanted to add their 2 cents on? They just couldn't.
I'm sorry. They should have their own prison. That's what I
I
Hey,
think.
always,
That way,
Okay.
yeah,
yeah, I'm with that. I'm
they
with
should
that.
yeah,
they
Okay.
should have their own prison, and it should be separated.
yeah.
Okay.
But as
Mm,
some
I
people
just
feel
think
so,
that we shouldn't be
some
throwing as many
people,
people in
yeah,
prison
they
as we do
should,
in the first
they
place.
should.
That's a different issue. We're
Understandable,
talking
Listen,
about
I'm
when
gonna
we
put
but
get
it,
there.
we gotta put
yeah,
their ass
like
But
Right
somewhere.
I'm not
there.
even really pressed about whether or not
they
they
should.
are in the same facility. If it's shown that
But
that would be safer, that'd be one thing.
But
But
you,
also, they might feel like that's a different level of discrimination. You know what I mean? Like, imagine there was
but the
only
thing
black
is
But there
that
prisons and
are
only white
black
prisons and
they're
only
prisons.
Hispanic
There are
pregnant,
prisons.
predominantly
listen.
but
black
they are,
prisons.
Yeah, I was about to say,
but
what
they're
you
still doing this against somebody pregnant. Then they're in the wrong
But
place.
listen, but that's the thing. Like,
That's just a
pedophiles. Listen,
byproduct of
pedophiles should have
that
their own.
happening.
Pedophiles should have their own prison.
Why?
Transsexual trainees should have their own prison.
Hold on.
Yeah, but
Why?
it sounds wild to say that
Why?
back to
Do
back
you
pedophiles
know?
why should
versus
Do you know the
pedophiles
transsexuals.
most
wait.
listen?
Why should pedophiles get their own prison?
Because in prison, they are the most. They're the top, almost the top. They're the top of the chart of
Oh,
the
here we
most
go. Here
target
come the
people can kill.
contradiction. Here come the contradiction. Here come the
But
contradiction. Go
Guess
ahead.
what?
Go
but
ahead.
here's
Go
the
ahead.
thing: if
Go ahead.
they
Say it.
weren't if they weren't ruining
So,
little kids' lives, I would say yeah, put them in their own prison. But nah, they need their ass whooped.
Madam, if we're
They're
Because
talking
the
about fair being fair, that's why I
Oh,
knew the contra. No,
fuck
no, I knew the
yeah,
I'm just
listen.
saying,
contradiction
even
But
the
was
that's
point of prison is
yeah.
going
actually a
to
but
come.
crime.
listen.
I
The
knew
point of
it.
prison is
Can
You
I
not to
say
lock
said
people
something?
up to get murdered
Listen.
or
But
brutalized or to brutalize
but
other people.
listen. But
No,
listen.
let's
Let me
be
let me tell you
real.
something. But let me say
I,
something.
I was gonna go somewhere just now, and then I thought about it, and I was like, no, don't do that. So we'll have a conversation, babe, a little later about that because I know there's yeah. So we'll have a conversation about that.
they should stay in the damn where they're at. They don't need to be separated.
They
no.
don't.
We're
Did
talking
what you
But
did,
about
and
they're
I
that's
think
what
they
they're
should all
listen.
just have their own separate
They
did what
rooms.
don't.
no,
you
the
did.
Male
statute
Listen.
of
sexual
limitations
pedophiles
on this
need to
topic.
But
go to
You know how?
hell.
Okay. You know how
but
Tris
How
listen.
do
said.
you
Hold
have a
on.
child and
Tris
Okay,
say
but there's a
said.
that?
difference between hell and how we treat people on Earth.
Right. I was gonna say
But
what Tris
listen.
said. Right. Tris said that no matter what we're talking about, the law that just got debunked last week with the Supreme
Uh,
Court, and how
The
that
Roe
will
versus
lead
Wade and all
into
that.
it affecting the LGBTQ as well as minorities and everything else. Remember that? What I'm saying is that when you start saying give prisons to a particular group of people that for whatever reason, it's going to trickle down to everybody. People who are serial killers should have their own prisons. People who just
The
smoked
only reason
weed
why I
should
said
have their own
trans,
prisons. Why is the person
But
who just got caught with a fucking 2 pounds of weed or whatever because he was selling it in the same cellmate with somebody who had did fucking homicide, murder, homicide or serial killer? It's
Yeah.
the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah, and that
Regardless
just
of the
means more
criminal.
prisons.
Yeah. I'm about to say like.
That just means more prisons. And you could
okay.
do first of
So
all nonviolent crimes really don't need to be prison things in the
And
first place.
And I
and
understand
And
that.
if you treat people
okay, and
humanely
that's
and gave them their
cool.
own separate rooms to be safe in,
But
you eliminate a lot
but
of
for
but
problems
at
right
people
the
there too.
same time,
that have done violent stuff, they need to be where they are in prison.
Okay,
Hmm?
okay, okay,
And
okay, okay.
I feel
Yeah, if
I
you're
got you. I
violent,
got you.
you
I
should
but
be
got
in
you. I got you.
prison. But
what makes
Here you
you
go.
right you today, baby.
Okay,
but
so
what
can we
makes
agree?
somebody
Can we
go
agree? Can we agree on this
or
then? Can we
kill
agree on this
somebody?
then? If
All right.
if we have a serial killer trans person being a serial killer, right?
Which we already do.
Hold on. Let me finish. We can agree, right, that they can go to the same prison as other serial killers, right? Regardless of their race, regardless
yes,
Yes.
of
Yeah,
their
yes.
sex.
Because of their
yeah,
sex.
Yeah,
Because of their sex.
yeah,
regardless of their sex. They should be able to go to the same prisons
yeah,
regardless.
yeah,
Yeah.
They have the
yeah,
same
Yeah.
cellmates and everything
yeah,
regardless,
Yeah.
right? All
yeah,
right. As
Yeah.
long as we can agree on that, I'm all right. Like, because it's like the
yeah.
reality is that
Because you're
we're
killing
agreeing
people.
on the lowest.
Which my thing is this: I'm not mad about his old acquaintance, okay,
Who?
being in the prison with the women. I don't give a damn. I don't care because that's what they identify as. That's what I'm going with at this point. But you out here dicking bitches down, honey. He saw the
He
ample.
ain't
I
fucking
mean,
He
friend.
saw the
think
ample
about it like that.
opportunity, and she said, "You know what? My penis likes this."
Now imagine now because of this story, like you said, remember how
But
you said that this is not happening too often, and if it was happening more often, we would hear more about
We would
it. Now
But
that
a
the
lot of things
story is,
don't get told
yeah, I
yeah.
agree. But
because
now that the
president's
Well,
money.
story is being told that that we're reporting on it, that there are
it's
reports
very
about it, I can see people saying, "Hey, you know, if I plan on doing some bullshit, I might as well go where I'm always gonna get some pussy, or I'm always gonna go where I'm always gonna get
Mm-hmm.
some ass, or I'm
right.
gonna go
You're
where I'm
right.
gonna get what I
the thing
want."
is,
Yeah.
you rarely get to like you could like imagine you jumped in the box and just was like, "Ooh, hopefully they'll put me in the prison I
Feminist.
want if I say I'm trans." And then, what if you were in a state or just with a judge who's like, "Ha ha, you thought you was. You're going straight to that men's
I mean,
prison
that
and good
still
luck."
happens, but
And
And
you
let's
remember,
might,
stick
and
with
you're
the
there's
gonna
record.
a
appeal.
Like,
there's a I'm about to say there's a
You're
people
going
don't
to
process
just
for it
do
appeal
now.
that
about it and
for the
say,
sake.
look,
It's
this
the
other
same.
guy is
But
getting
Yeah,
this one.
yeah,
but
but there's a
it's the
process
You
for
same
that.
have
argument with the trans bathrooms. People don't just make up that they're
No,
trans
I
just to
agree.
be able
It's
to
based
use
on the
a
state that
different
you're
bathroom.
in.
So like, it's just, in prison, it's the same thing.
But if
Well,
My thing
somebody,
is
you're
like,
not. Hold on.
or actually, there has been a recorded incident where somebody did make up that they were transgender in order to get into the girls'
I
bathroom
agree.
of
Yeah, I know that.
Virginia,
Yeah.
okay, a
and
recorded
he ended
incident
up
one, when
sexually assaulting
statistically,
the girls
if a
in the
man
girls'
wanted to go
bathroom.
to a bathroom or in another place to like do something to a girl or a woman, he would just do that. He wouldn't need to go undercover
No,
and
Yeah,
a
he
dress to
this
do
would.
it.
I'm
Legally,
Yeah,
he
telling
well,
would.
you,
You want to go and see. You
How?
want to go in a
But
situation
it's not all
where.
legally. Men are doing things to women and girls all the time.
But
How
okay,
many of them are
so
dressing up in
yes,
so
dresses
people
to
who
do it?
don't have money, that is the
legally.
option for them to be a creep.
Hold up,
People who
hold up.
don't
Let me,
have money,
But
they all
if
they
you
gotta
don't
do is
have
put on a
money,
wig.
hello.
you just snatch someone.
Okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on. Hold
You
yo,
on.
how many
Queen,
times have
Queen's
you hear
trying to
someone
talk.
getting
yo,
kidnapped,
yo,
abducted,
yo,
led somewhere? You don't
Trish,
need to
Excuse me.
go into a bathroom
Chris,
pretending to be a
Y'all
woman
hear?
to do it.
Y'all can hear me
And
though.
it's not like
I
all
will
time
women wear
out,
dresses
I
where
will
time
like
out,
that's
time
going to be the
out, time out.
code.
Hold on, time out,
I
time
will
out.
mute every single one of you. All right. So you're saying that, oh, no one's going to make that up. Yes, this person actually did.
One
He
person
act,
that's statistically
but
but
basically
it
zero.
still happened.
but you know what? One
Yeah,
idea.
No, it's not
I'm not
happening.
saying
It
it never
happened
happened, but, but
once.
let's not say it doesn't
That happened
happen.
once.
that's like say,
That's like
that's
It
like
doesn't
saying that's like
matter. It
saying
No,
we
doesn't
it
matter.
continue
doesn't. No, 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 no,
to
no, no, no.
criminalize
Well, a lot
marijuana
of
because
prisons
somebody
closed.
gets high and
Talk
like kills
about.
somebody.
You know what
That's
no,
I'm
I
talking
get you.
about,
statistically very
right?
low.
Look, you're saying
You
that
know
the
about
numbers
that.
aren't in their favor.
Exactly.
Fine,
I
but we
know
can't
you
sit here and
heard.
act like the
Her.
shit don't
It don't
happen.
happen.
Yeah,
No,
no.
It
no, it
happens.
really basically it doesn't. If you're saying there's one
It
incident,
just
then
doesn't every
yes, it
time.
basically
Relative to
doesn't
our
happen.
knowledge, it doesn't, but we know that it happens. People are still getting lynched
No, it
today,
doesn't
even though we
happen.
only
It
hear about
happened.
one or
On
two or three
child
cases.
support.
The reality is that there are cases of
It
motherfuckers
happens a
still
lot.
getting lynched that we probably don't know about. Like that's the
Thank
point.
you.
Like
No,
to the
no.
point that
In
we
the same way
have
that
a
when white people would say that
Listen,
that
listen to me.
black people
Listen.
are raping their white women, or if you give black people rights, they're gonna rape white
But
women. Does that
I'm gonna
mean
need
that
you
every
to
time a black man is accused of being
listen to me.
Come
a
out.
rapist of
Listen
Come
to me.
a
out.
white woman, it's not true?
time out.
No,
It
not
is
every
Hold
not
on,
chance,
hold
true.
on,
but
hold on,
there's
hold
a
on,
higher
hold on.
statistical chance
Kitty,
of
That is not
lies when
even
it
let
comes to
Kitty
true.
that
talk.
situation.
Time out.
Hello, let
You
Kitty
can't
talk.
now. All right, listen. That's not the same.
hold on, Trish.
Not even in the
Okay.
slightest.
It is.
Because
It
this
is. There's
person,
way
Let
more
Kitty
It's
situations
talk.
of
not.
that than the
It's
Let
be
me
not.
say
situations of
quiet,
someone
something.
using
listen,
Hold
to
on, hold on,
pretend
quiet,
to
hold
be
be
on.
trans to
quiet
get at
for
somebody.
2 seconds and let me explain why it's not the same. What the person in Virginia did had nothing to do with racism at all. What people have
But I'm
been
not
doing
saying
to
that's what it
our
is. I'm just comparing the situation.
Wait a minute.
The situation is similar to people who said if you give
mute
these
him,
people more rights, if you give them more
mute
access,
him
if you allow them to marry, then they're going to
before
be
I hurt
raping our
him
women.
today. Thank you. All right. So, what I'm trying to say is this: what was done to us in the past was prejudice and racism, and it was to keep us down. What this boy
What on
did
popcorn?
to these girls in high school It's fucked up. Has nothing to do with prejudice. It's because he was a sick in the
In
head
that
ass
situation, but the bathroom bill laws, that is based on trans misogyny, that is
sir.
based on transphobia,
He
that is based
purposely
on
What?
patriarchy.
Explain the law. Explain the law.
said
Explain the
Yeah,
law.
explain the law. Explain the law.
it has
Explain the
nothing to
law.
do. He did it to sexually assault girls. That's why he did
Again,
it. He
that's
said,
why
I'm
he did it, but I'm
trans and I
saying
want to
that's
use the girls'
one person.
bathroom and would
And I'm
hide
saying
in the bathroom to
the laws that
sexually
are
assault the girls that
Wait,
came
I can't hear
in.
her.
so he hid in the bathroom. He wasn't even just going in to use the
He was
bathroom like
in the
right after
bathroom
them.
because he could go
So he
in
was
there
in the
because
bathroom and he turned around and did that.
I can't hear her.
Hear who?
me.
Naima, she was talking. I can't hear her. I heard the
Because he
bathroom.
keeps talking over me. And I'm trying to explain it every time I'm explaining it. See, that's what got you in trouble at
Go
the
ahead and explain
Oh
it.
wow! No, no, no!
day.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Jam.
on, hold on! Huh? I'm refereeing this shit. Not you with the fucking popcorn.
Oh!
Not you with the fucking popcorn, fam.
Listen,
Anyway, hold on, hold
racism
on.
and prejudice is a whole nother topic and a whole nother level of hate. What this person did,
But
they
it's
did it because
still
they were
comparable to the hate of transphobia and
shut up.
transmisogyny.
Wait,
Mute
wait, wait,
him.
Those
wait.
are
Are you
still
saying okay,
legitimate.
okay, 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 okay,
Be
okay?
quiet.
Okay.
Be
What is
quiet.
comparable?
Why
Just
is it
so
every time I get to the part? I'm
No,
not
you
even
literally
finished my
said that, and I
sentence
was
and you are
answering that. You
no,
interrupting
didn't you
okay,
didn't
okay.
say, "Oh, let me finish the
Why
Let's
are
sentence,"
you
or
okay.
anything.
Let's
You
okay.
said,
I
Let's let her
let you
finish her whole
talk.
statement so we can actually. Cause I want to say something too, but I don't want to say
Just
nothing until I
mute
know the
him.
whole story. Let me get this
What?
Yeah.
point
Just
across.
mute.
So what
Mute
I'm
him.
trying to say is the little person who was trying to
Let him run. Like quarter, let him run.
act like they were trans. They did it so they could be in the bathroom. And what they did was hang out in the bathroom. And when a couple of girls came in there, he sexually assaulted them. Okay. He had no other reason to be in that bathroom. And then he was like, yeah, I'm not really trans. Yeah, we kind of figured that, sir. Like when you just hiding out in the bathroom.
And
Like, no.
are you good? I don't
Good.
want to say nothing
and
to you.
It's
again,
just
that's still not
it's a
statistically
different.
representative. It's not like this person
It's
lived
not
their
the
life
same.
as a
It's
trans
not the
It's
person
same.
different.
to then
It's
go
not
arrest
the
Whoa.
same.
people.
Okay, okay,
They
okay,
It's
okay.
were
not
hanging out in the
the
bathroom. You
same,
could have did that as
sir.
a straight
Let him
male,
say. Hold on.
snuck
Let him say his
in and
stuff
hid
first. I
and
want to hear it
waited
so you can
in the
say.
same way he did and do the same thing.
Okay. And
But
you're
all I'm
saying that
saying
it
is,
is. Hold on.
So
I want to make
again,
sure I'm
these
right.
type of stories are used in a type of way where it's not saying, "Oh, this is a situation that did happen, and let's be,
but
thinking
but
about
all
what we
I'm
can
saying
do
is
about
you
that
can't sit
situation or
here
how
and
this
say
person should
it
be punished
never
for
happened.
basically
No,
playing
no,
with
no, no.
situations
You're
that
That's
can
what he's
inspire hate
saying,
crimes.
Trish, you're
and
missing the
that's why
point.
I'm
We
like,
never said that it doesn't. We're not trying
he
to.
did.
You're trying to say that
That's
it never happens. Where's our
he
thing is
did.
It
that there's
statistically
record.
doesn't because that's one
That's
time, there's one
and he's
situation.
just saying it again.
And so I'm
So
saying
what I'm
that in the
saying,
Yes,
same
that is
way,
one time that is
it
actually
has
in
true
the
and
same,
being
happened. I don't
recorded.
give a fuck about the statistic when it's a story of him doing it not once.
again, yes, that's one story. So
It's
in
But
But we're
many
not going to
same
change
case
the
of the
another.
way
law.
black
Tristan,
people do certain
And
crimes, it's
Tristan.
used as a situation to say black
Oh,
people
he's
are
about to
always doing these type of
mute him.
situations. And
Mute him.
so it's
I don't care
Whoa!
who it is.
statistically
Hold
Mute
on,
him.
hold on, 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 hold on.
Mute him.
What
I'm
I'm
muting
not
happened.
him.
going to do. Listen, ladies,
It
gentlemen. What we're
still
not going to do
happened.
is make it personal. Okay.
yes, it
It's not
happened,
personal.
yes,
I want to
but
say something,
more
I'm
but
than
he keeps
likely,
saying
who
the
is
same
doing
shit over and over
Yeah,
and
who
over.
is
true.
doing most of
saying
the
that,
violence to
oh,
women? In
technically
that
it
same
doesn't
situation, it was
happen.
still
No, it has
a
happened.
guy.
Okay.
It has
Chris,
Regardless,
happened.
that does not justify all of
no,
the anti-trans
I'm
stop.
not
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
bathroom
whoa, whoa,
laws.
whoa, whoa,
saying
whoa, 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 whoa.
I am
No
saying
one's
that
trying to
it
justify
has
anything
happened.
about being
I just
anti-trans
said
to
that.
begin with.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it's happened,
I
what are you
said
saying the
that.
solution should be?
But you know what? A lot of
What?
people have been assaulted by either straight
What does
person
this have to
or
do with what
by
I
somebody trans
said?
or gay. And just because it doesn't get reported a lot doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And because it doesn't get reported, it's not part of the report.
I'm about to
So guess
say
what?
you
At
should.
the end of the day,
You of
it
all
happened.
people.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, rape overall
But you keep
is
saying
But
that
highly
I'm
it's
about to
not.
say
underreported. But that
you.
means that if there's more people who are gay or trans who are doing rapes, guess what? That means there's also way more straight men and straight people doing sexual assaults, molestations, and rapes.
That's
So
but
it's not
that's
like,
that's
oh,
Like
we
what
need
we're
irrelevant.
to
saying is
count
that
more
That's
of
not a
these
lot of
irrelevant.
people
over
are
here.
getting
Irrelevant.
raped.
Like you
That's
would
You
then
irrelevant.
can't say
I'm
also
you
have
sorry.
one
gotta
that number
Wait,
coming in
let me
over here
put.
as well.
Just because it's
with
not
that.
reported doesn't mean it doesn't
Then you need
happen.
to bring out statistics. But with the thing I was talking about, you can't use a statistic with that,
No,
sir.
because I never reported mine.
Regardless of the statistic
Neither
or
have I.
not, like I
But doesn't
said,
mean
Yeah, you're
it doesn't
at
gonna
the end
have
of
happen.
the
to
day,
report
we are
mine.
doing what we
So
as
let's
straight
be
people are
real.
doing. Straight and cis people are
Let's be
doing what
real.
white
Otherwise, my
people
shit
have
gonna
done
make
for
they don't.
years with black people and other people of other races, where they take
But
the
why
number
you
of
keep
people who are doing
bringing
these crimes
race
over
and all
here
this
and
Yeah,
into
using
like
that
that's
to
whatever
not
we're
represent an
talking
entire
about?
community of
We're not
people.
talking.
Race
Hold on,
doesn't
hold
have
on.
to
You're
do with
comparing
this,
it. Hold on,
though.
hold on. Okay. Hold on. We gotta. Kenya, are you taking the floor?
No, you take the floor. I want to hear what you're saying because you first said you want to say something. I say something after you. I was just waiting.
No. Okay. So
Okay.
all I'm saying is that first, we're not trying to. You're talking about this one person justifying the mistreatment of trans people, and that's not the issue here. The issue that we're talking about specifically is that, well, what you said is that this does not happen. I know you don't want to admit that there's a possibility that this
But
happens because it makes trans people look bad overall. But the
but
reality
it
is
shouldn't
that
make.
that's
But the whole point is, it shouldn't make trans
Hold
people
on,
look
Tryst.
bad.
Let
but
him
that's
talk. Hold on,
what
So
no
Tryst.
no.
let's
Hold
say
That's what
it
I'm
on.
happened
Hold
saying.
on.
once.
Let's
That's
talk.
what I'm
Let's
So
talk.
saying.
let's say
That's
we
what
say
I'm
it
Hold on.
happened
Let's
alluding.
10
talk.
times or 20
Hold
times.
That's
on.
what
Hold
I'm
on. Let him
alluding
talk.
to.
That
Let him
shouldn't
talk.
make trans
No,
people
I
look
get
bad.
you.
The
I
only reason it
agree.
makes trans
I
people look
agree.
bad is
I
because there are people
agree.
who are
Hold on,
transphobic.
sir. I agree with that. I agree. The mentality comes from the standpoint of how we subconsciously hold ourselves responsible for other people of the same race. It's like the same thing. Like when a gay person does something and gay people say that shit, I'm like, damn, he done fucked it up for the gay community. Black people do the same shit. When black people do something and we look at the news and we say, damn, I hope that motherfucker not black. I hope they're not black. I hope they're not fuck.
Or
Damn, that's gonna
Hispanic.
make us all look bad. We
Yeah,
all
white people
said
don't
the
do that
shit.
at all.
We
White
all,
people don't do that.
but some people don't.
That ain't
But
it.
but a good chunk of us do.
White
If
women,
you were to
yeah.
do a poll
No,
online
but
right
why do we do
now,
that? That's
just
because of historical
Hold on. Hold on.
oppression
Hold on. Let him talk.
and
Let him talk.
us.
Hold on, Tryst. Let him
hold on,
talk.
go ahead.
All
I'm
right, all
good.
right.
Go ahead, Trish. Go ahead, Trish.
No, why does that happen? Because in the past, when a white woman claims to be raped by a black guy, guess what? It isn't just him that's punished. It's an entire town that's destroyed and people lynched. That's the reason why we have this collective punishment mindset of like, oh, it happened in this one case, so we have to overreact.
No,
It's
I get
like,
that.
no,
Yeah,
when white people are out here just doing whatever they want in the world, they
They
minimize the hell out of their
they
shit
should
as is,
react
oh,
too.
it's just this one thing. Even when they systemically have profited off of oppression and
they don't do
mistreatment and
that.
murder
You're
and
right. They
massacres and
don't.
genocides.
If they
So
see a white
we
person
should not
do
be
anything,
copying
they
them
like
just
that ain't got shit to
because
do with me.
of the thing that we benefit, that they benefit like.
I
So
agree.
we should be more nuanced rather than they are because we know the reasons why they're being minimalist for their shit and collectively blaming an entire group for other things is because it again helps them. It benefits them. When we do that same thing, and like I said before, it's only going to turn around and fuck with us again. Like I
But
said,
some of
all these
them
anti-trans
actually,
things that people were happy to support, like, oh yeah, these people shouldn't be on these different sports teams if they still have, a penis or whatever else. Guess what? That's why you're seeing Roe versus Wade in danger. That's why you're seeing people after the whole thing with Roe versus Wade being basically eradicated in a few months. That's why people are saying, hey, maybe we should do the same thing with interracial marriage. Maybe we should do the same thing about public education. Maybe we should do the thing about a bunch of other shit that is
No, I
not
agree
related, but
because
because
then
they've already been generating this energy, it's related now.
the
They
reason
can
why
get it all under the same banner of energy.
the reason why
So
I'm
that's why the way
against
we talk about these things, we need to be careful about it. It shouldn't be, oh, no, 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 no. There was this one case in this one state. It's like, cool, let's address that person and let's hold them accountable so that less people do that in the future and think we're going to be leaning on this type of crime. But at the same time, now let's not do what the right does and what a bunch of white conservatives do and like create anti like trans fervor around it. Because guess what?
Nobody
That's
was
useful
doing
for
that.
them and ultimately it'll be
nobody
And
said
used
nobody
that.
against
was
us.
doing
no,
that.
I get you.
I
What
wasn't
But
we're
The
saying
telling
is
issue.
that
no one
it
said that, but
doesn't.
that's what happens.
What?
Okay,
No, no,
That's why you
The
talk
issue.
no,
against
no.
people like Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit, because if you don't talk against them, more misogyny is normal.
No, okay.
That's why you
So
talk
listen,
against people who say all these anti-trans
hold
things
on.
and all
Kenny,
these
I know you want to
anti-LGBT things.
talk,
That's
go ahead.
why even
but
though Dave Chappelle's
I'm
funny, you
about to
talk
have
against
to
the
do
things
this
he's
today.
saying and making jokes about, because when you don't,
Sir,
it normalizes these things.
I get you.
Tryst.
Hey, can you talk
Tryst.
now?
Take a
Tryst.
deep
Yeah,
breath.
Kenny can talk.
Listen,
Hey, y'all
hold
want me
on.
to talk fast? I'm talking pretty fast.
No, 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 no. Listen, I kind of want you to be right now. You're sitting here telling us that because I'm pointing out that that there has been a situation where someone pretended to be trans and then sexually assaulted people, that oh no, that's just one incident. I mean, what if like somebody was to do something that has never been done before? That's one incident. Like, okay, baby, remember I was looking at this stuff about the headless chicken? It happened.
Was never
It it it's
duplicated.
it's the damn headless chicken lived for 18 months. Okay?
The point,
It
and
happened.
even in your argument about how you say that that incident makes trans people look bad, it actually
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
If the person
It
claimed at
doesn't.
the end of that article that they weren't trans, it only makes cis men look bad in the end.
Thank
No, but
you.
what is the argument around? But think about it, what's the argument around anti-trans laws and why they're needed? Because
But
you
but
never
we
know
not
who's
talking about that
But that's
one
not
though.
what
because it's
we're talking
transphobic
about.
in itself of saying,
I don't even know
oh, we
where
don't
this
want
is coming
people with
from.
penises, men, around our women who claim to be women. And two, they're saying, oh, people can use that as a way to sneak in and do things to girls. So yes, it's
Yes,
related in that way. And then
and
look
I'm
at what
telling
happened
you,
with, for
there's a
example,
But
situation.
I can devil's
Let's
advocate,
finish it.
you know, take it or leave it. The reason
You
why
got
it
to put
came
it up
into
to your
law
mouth,
is
girl.
not one person. It came into law because of
Girls
multiple
can do the
incidents.
same thing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
gonna
yeah,
It's
but
not
say
just
that's
boys and
another
girls
I was
who
issue.
gonna
judge.
say
Even if trans, let's say there were a bunch of trans people doing this, at the same time, that's also still on those individuals at the end of the day. So we're
But
making this big fuss
but
about
Alright.
it. Like
but
this is
that's
not
not what we're
still
saying.
something that
What
people
what
do,
I'm saying
no.
whether
is
What happens
whatever
when we
their
have a
sexuality
bunch of
is.
individuals? Like it's you say the individual, but but eventually it becomes a collective mindset. Like how
Not
you know
collective
we
mindset, it becomes a
collectively
systemic issue
allow.
depending on the situation. It
Oh,
becomes a systemic issue depending on the situation. For example, like were there people who being basically terrorized by the U.S. who are like, for example, Muslims and being hyper surveillance and tormented. Did that
how
lead
do
to
we
more
go
American
from
soldiers and more Americans in danger? Sure, but did we need to go and bomb all these countries and surveil all these mosques and put people in torture detention centers because of one terrorist attack on or one day of terrorism or
Nobody's doing
9/11?
that
Do we need
to
to
trans
burn the entire
people.
Middle East and then burn like the name of Muslims and promote Islamophobia because of it? No, we didn't, but that
But
was a natural
listen,
reaction to basically energy being put into, oh, we're not
but
safe
I
until
can
we
see that
bring this
argument.
dangerous religion to heal.
Listen, I can see that argument if after this boy did that, people just started attacking trans people. I can
People
see
are
that
already doing
argument.
that.
But shh,
People are already doing that.
that
they're not
regardless,
People are
doing
already
that.
they were
making
doing that.
laws.
They're doing that before
People
that.
are already doing that.
And
Yes,
people
Trans
like
people
still
are
they're
attack
already
Muslims,
highly
supposed
endangered.
to
They
Mexicans,
do
black
it.
statistically
people, minorities.
I'm
They still
have
do
such
that
a
to
high
oh,
everybody.
level of murder for
listen,
how
listen.
small their
Okay,
population is.
at this point, we're gonna let Kenny talk because now I'm irritated. It's 11:36 and I'm
No.
irritated. I want to eat my Activia.
No, I'm
You
listening. I just
never seen it.
And Glenn
no,
just stared at
I was
us
just
like, "What the
listening.
fuck is wrong with y'all?"
Glenn is
I'm just
gone. Glenn ain't been
I'm
here
just
for an
listening.
hour.
I was just listening. That's all. I just like to hear like one by one because it's like everyone screaming. It's like what the hell is going on? So I'm
I
just
mean,
listening. Whatever.
I kind of break it down. It's more or less it diverged from a bunch of topics that feel like they are connected overall, but aren't connected. They're like pieces together, but one
the
is
what
not
if?
reach. It's like three matching with two, but three's not touching one. But they're all connected in some way, shape, or form. It's just linear. So it's like ultimately where it's almost like
Marvel what if?
yeah, it's almost it's almost like Trish's point is like, where are we going? Where are we going with this? Are we talking about this? Are we talking about that? Which fair enough. The whole point of the conversation, though, which got brought up was that off of your point, Nina, about how you said ultimately you felt like they should just have their own prison. That's what it diverged from. Like at the end of the day, if we're talking about safety, right, and how bad
That's why
cis
I'm talking
people
about
are,
safety.
yeah, and how bad cis people are. Because mind you, when we had that
I'm
conversation,
not
I
I'm
saying
not
stated
even
that
to
sure
they're
cis
you,
people
bad.
are bad.
I'm not
yeah,
saying they're
I'm
bad
not
or
sure cis
anything.
people
I'm
are
just
bad.
saying because I don't want them to be taking it. For
Advantage
me,
of.
is I don't want you to take advantage of regular females or regular male versus whatever. I think they should have their own just to protect them as a whole thing.
okay, and which is
That's all
fine,
I'm
fair
saying. It's
enough.
not because I don't
Glenn
want
said
them to
he
be
do
taken
that.
advantage either. Because females could take advantage of a trans woman
Man,
and get themselves pregnant too. So that's what I'm saying. Is I'd rather have them be protected versus in
And
these kind of situations
mm,
where it makes them look bad. Even it doesn't matter if they did it or not. It's going to make them look bad or worse
yeah,
because everybody's going to
my thing
take.
is to go. Yeah,
Go
That's
ahead.
why I said
my
I'd
my
rather
thing is
have
to
them.
go.
Have their
Go ahead. Go ahead. You see, your thing is to have them
No,
what?
my thing is to go even further than that and protect everyone. Do like other countries already do, and for countries that say that they have the safest prisons and statistically have the safest prisons and don't even have escapes and anything like that,
that's
you
other
do what they do,
countries.
But
and you give
that can't
everyone their
happen in our
own
society
room.
because of our foundation. What you're
Yeah.
asking us, what you're
No,
asking,
it can't. Think about it. How did we get our foundation though? Our country didn't just
from
magically come to
corporations.
be. People
From,
revolted against the country that they were a colony of. So that think about it. Like I said before, prisons are a reform on just public executions.
Oh, I'm sorry,
So if
Brandon.
you can reform executions with prisons, you can reform prisons with a better form of detaining people.
if the
And if
way
you
You know,
really
we,
want to keep people safe, you don't build more jails because that means just more people being imprisoned and segregated across these different jails.
I feel
No,
like
Oh,
you
the best
shit.
build
Hey,
way,
Pat.
Hey, Glenn,
jails
how you
that
doing?
are
hey
humane.
Glenn,
Here's a good
Hold on,
Hey,
one.
hold
right
on,
on.
because you got to finish. Let me finish the point. You build jails with rooms where each one gets their own room, their own shower, their own utilities and facilities, so they're safe and they're checked in with people who are making sure they're safe and humane and still connected to society.
I
So
get
if you
it.
I
want
love
people to
this
still
shit.
do time,
Is
build
it
a
keeping
safe
you up?
enough place for them to do time without being in danger and without getting anybody else pregnant. It's really that simple.
That's what they do.
We
I think
don't do
that's
it
like
because
Greenland,
of
right?
the
I'm talking
money
Like
about
and we
the
treating
Greenland,
people
future.
like animals.
You got
Greenland
deep.
does that. Like I want to say Greenland. Is it a Greenland where
No, it's
like
hydration.
it's the whole point of the
Oh,
prison system is rehabilitation, and there's nothing
yeah.
wrong with that. I think if we're talking about our society and our country to get to what you're talking about, I think everybody can universally agree or disagree. I think that the best way to get to a point where the status quo is that prisons are safer and are treated potentially treated more human than like a fucking a face or a number is to put the prison system back into the hands of the government and not contract it out to corporations because that's what's going on right now. If you watch the
Yeah,
Netflix
that's one
movie
way.
that
Yeah.
talks
The,
about
the
like,
government did no better.
but it's even worse
Let's
now.
It's
be
no
real.
better, but it
They
would be a
had
little
them
bit better
people
than a
working
corporate
hard
prison.
as labor and stuff like that. No, 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 no.
When you see the issue, right, is that now guaranteed if you did, I think it was called the 14th Amendment or something like that.
So I'm right.
The whatever or the First Amendment, whatever move the Netflix movie. I
Oh,
can
my brother said there's a
Yeah,
video on
13th, I think
YouTube
it is.
that
Is
13th
it
proves
13th
Amendment.
or
both
Thank
14th
you.
Amendment?
and you wrong.
Yeah. So like, no, I'm. You know what? Agree, disagree. At that point, I feel, but
No, you want to come over here, Sony? Please.
Yeah, bring it, brother.
no, no, no,
Bring your
no,
Come
other
on,
no.
personality.
Sonny.
Get his up here.
Come on, Sonny. Come on. Come over here. Now,
The the
seriously, come
the
here.
the point I was trying to make was that right.
Get over
It's long.
there.
Okay, well, even if you disagree with the fact that the government, if the government did it or not, I feel like because it's a state by state issue right now, and that it's really not government control unless we're talking about federal prisons,
That's
which are
another
like
This
for the
is
part of it
highest
too, though.
fucking like criminal of criminals where they want to keep their secrets and shit. As long as we have for profit prisons, we will never ever get the prosperity of being treated like a human and not being dehumanized in
Mm-hmm.
prison, in our current system, not under for-profit prisons. It just won't happen
Yeah.
because
Yep.
right now when you go to the biggest thing about going to prison right now, regardless of whether you're trans, cis, or whatever, is that you have no rights as a human being in our society once you're in prison. You lose
Yeah.
your humanity, your right to exist as a regular person once you get to prison. And it trickles out after you get to prison because you still have the shackles of being in prison outside of prison, figuratively. But
And that's why
like,
they want to go
Yeah.
back.
right? Because there's no point. You can't even vote. The shit that's important. You
Some
can't even
people
vote
can.
when you get out of prison. Have they changed that? As a returning citizen,
Some
you can
people,
vote
yes.
now. I thought you couldn't.
No. And some, I believe,
If it's a
Some
state by
states.
state issue, that is just as bad because that just means they got to move them to a place to control the vote. So if we send them to Alabama and they go to prison in Alabama, even though they did the crime in Washington, but they go to the prison in Alabama
no. They come out.
in
Okay,
Alabama.
so certain,
Oh,
like, no, when you do a crime in a certain whatever state you did that crime in, that's
You gotta
where
return
you
to
lose
it.
your right to vote in.
Mm.
That's where it is. And so,
really?
like, I think it was Florida was
So it's not
last.
everywhere. It's not universally everywhere.
Hold on.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say if
I
it's
had to
not,
look
then by
into
all
Was
that.
means, that's
uh last year they were having cases where in Florida you they were trying to fucking dog. Anyway, so they were trying to it was a lot of people that were trying to get their right to vote because they wanted to vote in the election. Was it last year or the year before?
it probably was last year.
Like before.
Probably
2020 election.
2000. Yeah, 2020.
2020 election. They were
Yeah.
trying to get their right to vote back. And a lot of them did. And they were
Okay,
able to vote.
so
You looked
hold
it
on.
up?
I'm looking it up right now. This
Good,
is on
good.
the
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know, by the way.
ncsl.org, and
Mhm.
it's talking about that there is 16 states where even after, so in summary, in the District of Columbia, Maine, Vermont, felons never lose their right to vote even while they
Yeah.
are incarcerated. In 21 states, felons lose their right voting rights only while incarcerated and receive automatic restoration upon release. In 16 states, felonies lose their voting rights during incarceration and for a period of time after, typically while on parole or probation. Voting rights are automatically restored after this time period. Former felons may also have to pay any outstanding fees, fines, or restitution before their rights are restored as well. 11 states felonies lose their voting rights indefinitely or for some crimes or require governor's pardon in order for voting rights to be restored, face an additional waiting period after completion of sentence, including parole, probation, or require additional action before voting rights can be restored.
Yeah, and then think
So
about prisoner recidivism and how if you're gonna go back in jail in the same years, 2 years, how that might affect your ability to vote even longer. But even beyond that too, like what we were talking
But
about,
that's
the fact that with
crazy
prisons
though.
and with our 14th Amendment, you are like it's justified in our Constitution for you to be treated like a slave when you end up being arrested, and that's why they justify all these type of labor. So like, there's so many things that like have, and then even think about the conversation about state rights, why states do things so differently because of how the colonies were set up, and how it still continues this practice of like there is no universal way of doing things that benefit all people. It's still ways you can nickel and dime different rights and freedoms away. So like there's all these kinds of weird mechanisms in place that like you don't even think about, but are all systemically working together to reduce people's rights to do things. And I just wanted to say that at midnight I'm a dip out. By
okay.
the way, just
Me
let y'all.
too.
We all dipping
Yeah, I'm
at
about to say I don't
midnight.
think it's gonna last until midnight.
It-
This was a pretty heated topic because you know
oh man, you missed it. You oh he got his Skittles. Yeah, you missed it,
it
sir.
What I
ultimately
know.
this was
It
a
it,
it was
it
a
went down.
it went from a trans topic with the prison system to an overall topic with everybody, and it just trickled down. If we
How do you
stayed
guys feel
within
about
Yeah.
the abortion?
I feel like if we stick
Oh,
to if we don't have the ability to change the system and we have to adapt within the confines of this current situation of our current justice system, then it may be best for them to
What?
have their own prison if they do not want to identify as either or whatever situation that
I
works for
don't want
them.
my tax money going to that.
Huh?
I don't want my tax money going to that.
I don't know. Look,
Yep.
look.
Our tax money will eventually
Hey,
have to go to that.
Our tax money don't go to that
I have a
anyway.
question.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I got a question. Yeah. So I put a post about Louisiana bill will allow for murder charges for abortion. So they're trying to add more people into the damn prison over something that
Yeah.
is not anybody
Our
else's
fault.
business.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, see, this is what's going to scare me about that. What if you have a miscarriage and they think it's an abortion?
Didn't that already happen?
Then they could bring up
Yes.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already happened.
So it's just like that's gonna be real messy. One, they don't need to be in our uteruses unless you were the one that squirted your semen into my uterus that made that baby. You don't need to be in my business. Okay.
But you know why?
I
And you know why the
disagree.
people
But at the
feel that
same,
way, though, right? I'm understanding this more and more when I think about the other side. Um, it comes from, and they probably could tell you better than I could. I'm sure the comments will have their whatever, but a lot
I
of it
hope so.
stems from exactly what Glenn said. I don't want my tax dollars to pay for this. I don't want
Right.
my tax.
Okay.
I do all this Social Security and I pay my taxes only for you to be irresponsible and abort babies. You know,
Okay.
like no, I don't want
But
my tax
were
dollars to
they?
go.
So
But
what happened if somebody
But
got
this is the thing.
raped?
I get
Yeah.
that. See,
But
I've
see,
had
this
this
is the thing though.
conversation.
But
Are
I've
that's
they
been
still
going to
an
take care
abortion.
of the
I agree.
kid, or is
I've
that
been
kid going to
on
go into
I've
the
been on that
system
side.
and
I've been
take
on
a
this side
And
of the
more?
not
conversation.
all abortions are paid taxpayer by
I
taxpayers.
I know.
But
I
this
know.
is the thing.
I
Are
know.
they going to take care of those kids?
I said the same thing.
No,
I've
Are
had this.
you going?
In
but
Are
that's
fact,
you
also the
the
willing?
thing.
person I
That's
had
why I
this
say
People
it's
that
all
conversation.
are
connected.
not. Hold on.
I'm hoping.
People that are not for abortions. Are y'all going to adopt these kids that would have gotten aborted, or are they going to go into the system and take up more of our tax dollars? Right? Because
They're gonna
he,
see.
the
It's
foster
gonna go
care
on
system
welfare.
is taxes, right? So let's not do this. Y'all know exactly
And
where
you're
those
already
kids.
paying for Medicaid. So either way, that's putting another child on Medicaid.
But
That
they don't even care
So
everybody
about the
pays
tax
the
I
angle.
don't
tax.
want to hear no. Oh no, you
I'm
can't abort the
telling
baby.
you,
Are you gonna?
the only they can't get you from a moral stamp. They can try the moral shit if they want, but what they will get you on is your bullshit affects my tax dollars. I've heard this
yeah.
argument. I've been on the aisle with you with this argument
Okay,
on some bullshit. In fact,
I'll tell you.
I won't share it in here. I won't share it in here because it's personal.
I
But I
will.
will send the screenshots of the conversation that I got dragged into like 2 years ago, telling me to go get my friend because he was talking crazy about his opinion. I just so happened to be the only person who was in it in his mutual friends about his opinion. I didn't know shit about shit. I was just like, what the fuck? Why you come to me? I have shit to do with shit. So like, but being on the other side of that and having that conversation, and how they can justify their opinion on.
Actually,
Go ahead.
listen.
Oh, here we go.
So since our body as females are not our own, but it's for mostly men that do this. Why don't y'all pay for our medical bills? Why don't y'all make sure that we get free Medicaid then? And since you guys are so worried about all this, and why don't y'all go cut your things off so we won't get pregnant in the first place?
Well, they gonna. Some
But
men
think
gonna
about
say,
it.
"Why you don't keep your legs
Man, I'm about to
closed?
Hold
say.
up.
Why
I'm
you
Hold
about to
up.
remove
Hold up.
say.
erection?"
Hold
Some
up.
men will feel
Hold
like
But
up.
that.
that's exactly how it
Hold
plays
Oh,
up.
out.
really?
It's
Then
all
what
Hold
about
up.
happened if we
control.
get raped?
That's why all these topics are
What happened if
related.
we
No,
get
it's
Hold up.
called
raped by men?
That
vasectomy,
ain't
boo
got
boo.
nothing. They're gonna be like that. Ain't got nothing to
Vasectomy.
do with them. That got something to do with
That's
you.
cut their things off.
No, but
It's
Oh, so
that's
being
the
vasectomy.
raped got
reality.
you done?
No, I agree. You said she said. What you say? You said that ain't got nothing to do with us. I
Yeah, that's what he
wholeheartedly
said.
agree. It don't got nothing to do with us. I've had this conversation briefly
Mm,
with
So
Queen
we get raped by
about
ourselves, right?
this particular topic,
listen,
and my personal
But this
opinion
is
on
a
it has
whole
always
different
been it's none of my fucking
situation.
business. It's none of my. I don't. That's your uterus. I don't fucking care.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
me personally. Like, but
yeah.
in order for me, that's your shit. That's not my shit. I don't own you as a man. I don't own you. We're in this
Yeah.
together. I mean, some people might
Because
differ from that
also,
opinion, but that's not my shit.
also, my thing is at the end of the day, even when a girl gets pregnant, at the end of the day, that's our responsibility. Because guess what? Half the time, the men just leave,
But
or they don't want to
sometimes
own
not
up
men
to what they
always
got to do.
leave though.
But
You didn't
I
say
didn't say
Some
all,
every.
so
but
men
when,
play a part too. Men
oh,
have
I'm
to
about to
but
say,
more
participate
ho, I'm
often.
gonna
as
stop you.
well.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this conversation because this is a good conversation that should not be rushed in 7 minutes. Okay, like I'm being honest with you.
Well,
That's a lot to tackle here because there are different angles that this particular subject can be talked about from the a systemic perspective, from
Yeah,
a
that
political
is very
perspective,
true.
from a financial
yeah.
perspective, from a institutionalized perspective. There's a lot going on in this particular conversation, and it's not as black and white as we're going to make it out to be because we're rushing it to get
Okay,
our
now
point
listen.
across, and there are several points across. I think that this may just be need to be a topic in the show that we talk about, giving it enough time to really hash out all perspectives of it because everybody
I'm
has
ready
their
for
own.
that.
I know Glenn about to hit you with the. Go ahead, Glenn. What you about to say?
I feel you because, like I said, I'm actually for abortion, but in a relationship, I don't think it should be only the girl's decision and that's it. Because
Exactly.
we also gotta
Exactly.
sit there
We are
and watch and know
exactly.
that you're in that room getting this life taken away from you, and we feel powerless as the men. Like it's nothing
Yeah.
that we can do. We
Well,
don't got
there
no
has
say to
Can
it.
I say
been men
something?
Go
that have
ahead.
Let me
stayed
let
Yeah.
me
and then
say
they leave
this.
later after the
Yep.
baby's born.
But
But
I'm gonna say this.
but
Hey, hey,
okay,
Hold on,
okay.
hold
hey.
on, hold on, hold on. Let me.
So there is I don't know if y'all have ever seen Am I the Asshole on Reddit, right?
No.
So there's this guy who was with this girl. She got pregnant, and she wanted to get an abortion because she did not want a child. He ends up telling her, no, don't get an abortion. And the reason he said this was because he thought that during these 9 fucking months that she was going to be like, oh, well, I think I want to keep this child. Da, 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 da. But no, you want to know what she did? She signed over her rights. And she pays
Okay,
110% of her child support. So she pays over what she's really supposed to pay for child support. And then once she had, oh, by the way, once she had the baby, she said, here you go. Gave the baby to him.
that's
And he's
fine.
complaining. And he's complaining.
I remember
I
this
wouldn't.
story.
That's
I
life.
remember actually. Yes, I remember this was. Didn't we
That's
talk
why
about this?
you can't say, oh, in a relationship, y'all, it's really got to be like both of the decisions. Because my thing is this: I could just be like, okay, well, you know what, you want this child here,
That's
and then
fine.
and now you're stuck raising a child by yourself. She
No,
has
we're
no
not.
That's
contact with
fine.
that
I'm
child.
not understand.
There's
She got
So
nothing
no
wrong with
so
that.
contact
okay,
with
okay,
that child.
okay.
This child don't
So
even know it's mom.
so basically, in that scenario, the ultimatum is that I'm either not having this child, or if I'm having this child, you're
I'm
having the
gonna
No,
child
know.
by yourself, and we're not going to
yeah,
be together. So all you
yeah.
had,
Right.
so you have to make a choice at that point. It's an ultimatum.
There's
And
actually three choices.
what's the third choice?
The other choice is to have the baby and be miserable together because you didn't want the baby, and now you're stuck with a child that you have to take care of that you didn't even want to have in the first place. Now you got to miss work.
And then
You got to go to doctor's
not only
appointments.
that,
You got to do
but
this. You got to do that. No.
when females do that, like guys do, they get blamed for everything. They get oh, you're a bad person. You're bad this.
Yeah.
You're trashy.
Hmm.
You're such a bad. But if the guy does it, it's like, yeah, you're an asshole for doing it, but you guys move on to the
Yeah.
next.
Hmm.
And I think
Not
that
not
comes
Let me
down.
all.
say a
I
couple
think that's
things
Not
more of
before
a
I
all the
head
sex
time.
dip
thing,
out.
though. I think that's
Maybe
more
not for
how
men, but that is what a lot of guys do.
it is. It
Yeah,
is.
Hmm.
It
it
is.
I'm gonna
is.
say two things.
You
It
are
is.
different.
It is. We are a
I
lot
didn't
of
say
us.
all. I
Yeah.
said
No. No.
a
No.
lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a
It is
lot
a
of
lot.
them, and
Is that
it comes from a mental standpoint of knowing that it's okay because of the other things I want to talk about that I really don't have time to talk about. Like, for instance, why men feel it's okay to do stuff like that because we're taught, about the entrapment of having a child. And like Glenn touched on, the powerlessness of it. So it's like, damn, because like it's two sides of that. See, if you're for abortion, then at least you have an out in the systematically about how systemically how you can get trapped with a child and that's just it. Like you just it. That's just it. Versus, oh, I don't want the child, and then you're one way or good. That's why I think Glenn's on the fence about it. In the relationship,
I mean,
I
that's why
do
I'm a
feel.
socialist because no, go
I
ahead.
was actually
But
I
I'm gonna
was
go
told
going
right
to
after you so I
say
can
I
dip
got
out.
at
an
least on
abortion.
the subject matter of the relationship. Um,
Well, yeah,
while
I'm talking about in
ultimately
the
it
subject
is their
matter of the
decision,
relationship.
right?
Yeah, because you can't force
Ultimately,
us
yes,
We're
they
on a
not
have
going
to
to do
lot of
make a
that.
stuff.
deal.
But just
You have to
how you have
understand
the
what pregnancy
ultimatum, but just like you have an
does.
ultimatum, our ultimatum would be in that sense is that we want to be part of the decision. If we find out that we weren't part of the
Mm,
decision, then we're probably going to leave anyway. 9 times out of
Yeah.
yeah,
10, because
men
Yep.
often leave regardless. Like
this is true.
having a
Yeah.
kid with a
No, they
man does
don't.
not make him
No,
stay.
no, no, no,
I
whoa,
just
whoa,
feel
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa,
No,
especially if
whoa.
we get
no,
rid of
no,
abortion.
If
no,
we have
Wait,
no.
a
no, let
Wait,
me
no,
wait,
just
wait,
say this
wait.
because
Nope,
I'm about
nope.
to
That's
dip
no,
a,
out
we're
that's a
not
anyway.
talking.
negative.
So let me
No,
just
That's a
finish this
negative.
part.
Nope, nope.
whoa, whoa,
Let
whoa.
me
We're
just
not
finish
talking
this
about getting
part
rid
because
of
I'm about to
abortion.
dip
Anyways,
anyway.
Listen, we're not talking about getting rid
Wait,
of
hold
abortion.
about
on.
Listen, I feel like
bye.
if we're
I'm
gonna
going
get
to
rid of
bed.
abortion, see you,
I,
I gotta be up
if
at
me
we're
too.
gonna
5.
have
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, if we're gonna have
run, girl.
abortions like illegalized and taken
No,
away,
we don't want that. That's
then
not what we're talking
we
We
about.
don't
I,
want that.
We
No,
don't
it's
want
not
no,
that.
but I'm
about
just saying
Nobody
this
in
is
here is
the
talking about
reality of the situation that's happening.
illegally making abortions illegal. No one's. That's not what we're talking about. Not at all.
I'm not talking
Nobody.
about that. I'm talking about overall before I dip out. Because, like you said, this
uh,
conversation go in multiple different
Yeah,
areas.
yeah.
So I'm just saying this, like,
Just
two things before I dip out. So,
I'm gonna change it. Hold on.
overall, the danger with abortion being eradicated is then what is to hold men responsible? Like, should men automatically be put on some type of child support? If you are with somebody and you don't want to have the baby and they do, should you be able to legally have a legal abortion where you're financially not required to be anyway tied to this child? So that you've already made it known you don't want nothing to do with this kid. She wants a kid, cool, but financially you don't have anything to do with it because you say you want to abort your rights to that on that end. That
I
could be a
agree. Okay,
conversation.
if you're
But
talking about the
I like
the
ultimatum
that
point.
over,
idea.
well, we don't
No,
about.
no, no. Let me
So
say
we
one more
need
thing
to
before I dip out because
refine
I'm
what it
about to dip out.
means, right? Is that what you're
Hmm?
saying? It's more
Yeah.
of a refinement. If you're saying that if if we're going to legalize abortion across the board,
Or
um,
illegalize it.
or illegalize it, then
Yeah,
there
have
So if
the
needs
like
to
choice.
be
we're
a check
making
and
it difficult for
balance
women to even
on
get it safely.
all parts. I get you because regardless, even if we talk
But
about, oh well, we should just protect the safe sex. People are stupid, and then people come up off of stupid decisions. It's just that simple.
but
Yeah.
So it's
also
just like if we're going to talk
Also,
about
a
it,
lot of people aren't getting safe sex education around the country. They're doing
that's a
abstinence
whole
only
separate
education
issue.
as well.
Yes,
Listen,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
that's
But no,
already
it's all
goes
tied.
so many
It's just
things.
like
Yeah.
what I was saying before. It's all connected with um, where we talking about. Oh, why should men have why
well,
should men
no, you
who
know
are
what?
like
I
lawyers and
disagree. I
politicians
disagree only because
have
hold
power
on.
over
I
women's
disagree.
uteruses? And it's like they want power over the penises of trans women. They want power over like where
why are we
black
going back
people
to
can raise their kids
Hold
because
on.
of
I
property
disagree
taxes in
only
different areas. They want
because
power over everything.
if we're talking about
Go ahead.
our generation, the people who had the best sex, the worst sex ed and all that other shit, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. From our generation, for anybody in this call who was born in the '90s, when we had all those programmings, when we were very much pro sex in the '90s and the early 2000s, that shit didn't really change until like the mid 2000s. Maybe you could talk
Yeah.
about the
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the mid
generation
two thousands
after
had
us.
I
even better
think the
2005.
late,
education,
the
and
late
that's why so many of them
2000s.
aren't having as much sex as like previous
And,
generations.
and with that
But
being
listen, it was
said,
nice
if
talking to
we're
y'all. It was enjoyable. I'm about to let y'all know I'm about to dip it out right now.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
See, all
you
right.
had
So
to dip, dip.
Tryst hit
I'll
and run
see
us, our
ya.
ass. He hit and run us and shit.
Yeah,
He just did a drive by, spit some facts, and we can't.
everybody.
This is why I didn't want to have this conversation. It is
Yeah, we gotta
twelve
definitely
oh
we gotta
two.
do a show with this
Yeah,
conversation
no, we do. We just do.
because
We just do.
it's deep. And I just want to say before we gonna cut off, I had to leave for a minute, so my bad. But yeah, I just think it should be equal parts. If you didn't, yeah, you are the one bearing it, but you wouldn't have had it without us, and you wouldn't have happened
Mhm.
unless you opened your legs. So if it's two
Mhm.
people, both of y'all should have the legal right. And I kind of feel what Tris is saying. If we as the man or vice versa say we don't want this child to happen, you shouldn't be able to go after us for child support because we should be able, as adults, decide what we want to do. And it's not
Yeah.
fair. Y'all want to use all the power as a woman and then
But
have
see,
it and then want to attack
okay,
people. If
well,
you're a
when y'all
man
start
or
having babies, when y'all
Oh
start
man.
getting pregnant, having babies, losing your
it's
hair,
not
losing
about
your
that though.
teeth,
It's
losing your
not about
ass,
that. It's
losing your
not
life.
about that.
That
Yes,
that
it
It's
that
not
is.
about
You
that.
have
it's not
to
about that.
listen,
It's
though.
not
You have
about
to
that.
listen. Shh. When you have to go through everything that we have to go through, because there's other stuff that we have to go through during pregnancy as well. When it goes to
Mhm.
the exams that we have to do, the actual birth, a lot of women do not make it. Okay, a lot of women have like preeclampsia. Like, let's not do this. Some people, if they want to say, "Hey, I want to get rid of this child," let them.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
And if
saying I agree with
Well,
that.
you
We're
want
talking
to
about
know,
in the
and
we're
if you
talking about in
want,
the act of
if you're
keeping the
in a
child, because
relationship
it
and they
feels
say,
like what you
"Hey,
just said.
I don't want to do this," you
It
gonna have
feels
to
like
at
what you're
least
saying is an
respect
eye for
it.
an eye. So because we have to go through this, you got to pay child support. That's what it sounds like you're
No, no,
saying.
no. I'm talking about abortion. I'm not even talking about child
Oh,
support.
okay, I just want to let you
No,
know that that last statement came off that way. I was like, wait, Glenn, I don't think it's
no,
like
yeah.
that. I
that's
don't think
not
it's
what
like
I'm
that,
talking
Glenn.
about. I'm talking about
You talking about me or her?
Yeah, I want to let you know. I don't think
I'm,
she meant it like that.
no, I'm talking about you saying that, oh, we it should be like an equal thing, equal parts or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm saying
Mhm.
that I get that, but at the same time, you're not the one who has to go through all the stuff. So what if you sit there and say, "Oh no, I want you to have this baby," and now she did because she had
Oh,
preeclampsia,
I mean,
her blood
yeah.
pressure
I,
went high, she had an aneurysm.
but as a grown adult, that's the choice that we both made when we decide. If we both decide
But if
to
you're
get in the
sitting
bed,
here forcing someone, because
no, but it's
basically,
gonna.
no, listen, if she tells you this is what I want to do, and you're like, "No, I don't want you to do that," and that's basically telling us that we can't even control what's going to happen
Hmm.
with our own body. That
But
is a way of that is a way of doing that. I'm sorry, I even
It
shush you,
is. It is.
but
And
it's
even
a
if we
way of
don't
can
want
I
to
say
admit
controlling
it,
our
something?
body
Can I
because
say
it's
something
our
though?
body. That's
it
like me saying you
I
need to
get
go and
the
get your balls
I
cut off.
hold on. I
Can I
get
say
that
something?
what Glenn's
Mm.
talking about, but what with the whole thing, but the reality is that despite how um with the moral part of what you're talking about, um with that situation, the issue is that it can also be used maliciously. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah,
I agree.
and that's really what it comes down to. There is no real way to get what you want as an individual, because your scenario, in a perfect scenario, you're talking about not wanting the kid and they want the kid, and boom goes dynamite. We go down that path. Her scenario talks about not having the kid and the male wants the kid and going down
Mm-hmm.
that path. You understand? And
Right.
and in the reality, these are both valid depictions of the scenario that goes on. And I while I personally have never and never want to go through this shit, um, never,
You
ever,
don't.
ever. I just
You
don't. I
don't.
just
Can
don't.
I
I
can I
You
say
understand.
don't.
something?
But that being said, Queen Pedii, can
He
you
wants
close
to
us
say
out?
something. He wants to say something.
All right. So boom. So when you said
Hold on, let me
that the
cut you
women
off.
have the rights to say what they gotta say, right? Make the choice or whatever.
Right.
It'll be different if you both go to the doctors and they let you know what something's wrong with the body. Then you both decide what's gonna happen. Not just the woman make all the choices and the man gotta agree to the woman. Let's both go to the doctors
But
and see
why are
what's
you
going
telling
on.
us
If it's
that
a
we
but
gotta
listen, but if
go
it's
through
a but
all
listen, if it's a
that?
life and death situation, then we have a choice to say, okay, I agree with you. Let's get this. But if it's not a life and death situation, either way around, we both should have a part to have something to say. I don't mind if the girl had the baby and then leave the baby with me. I don't mind.
I mean,
I
but
was
you're
man
already
enough.
kind of in that situation, though,
I,
sir.
I know, but I'm
Hmm?
saying in a situation, if I was man enough to get the girl pregnant, and she don't have a medical problem, and the baby, and I tell her keep the baby, and she keep it, years down, I should be ready to take care of something that I
Not
asked
even
her
child
to
support.
keep.
The child support argument goes
No
for her
child
too.
support.
Right? Yeah, the child support argument goes for her
No child
too.
support.
No child
Give
And
me
support.
that's
all the
okay.
Right.
rights.
My thing is this: both parties, I believe, should pay child support, whether or not one person, the woman has the child or the man got the child.
Oh no.
If me and Leonard were to have a child and I said, you know what, I want to just continue traveling, I don't want to really deal with the kid, but I'll have the kid because you want the kid, and boom, child support.
Yeah.
That's what I would have
But
to
that's
do.
different. Me and
No,
you
you gotta
both
give up
That's
your rights
decided
different.
that
first.
you wanted
You
to
gotta give
have the
up your
kid.
rights.
We talked
You
about
said
it
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's
just
what it comes
saying,
down
if
to.
I was like, no, I really don't want this
See,
kid because I want to
that's
travel, and
me and
then
you
you
don't fit on
say,
that
no, I
spec.
want this
Me and you don't
child,
fit on
and
that
I
spectrum because me and you, according to Glenn, would be the status quo of what an adult would do in that situation. We're talking about the
Right.
people who aren't adults, the people
okay,
who,
well,
And don't.
you know what I'm saying. We can't use us as
Yeah.
an example. We're
Like,
that's
like
not.
I'm just saying, but no, I
we
can
different
technically
people.
use that as an example because I'm just saying, what if I was like, hey, I don't want to have a kid, I would rather get an abortion, and then you're like, no, don't get an abortion, I'll take care of that kid, and I want to travel, and I want to travel, I want to do what I want to do, and I just sign over my rights and give you the kid. I'm going to pay child support.
No, you shouldn't have to in that case.
No, you don't have to pay child support if you give up your
Yes,
rights.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I would.
She
So you're
would
saying you
because she's
wouldn't
the one
want to?
saying
Okay.
that she's not saying
I
I
don't
don't
want
want the
to
kid. She's
have
not saying I don't want the
child.
kid. She said that I will have the kid if you want to take care of the kid and and I'll pay child support. That's what she's telling you. She's saying that in
Oh, okay.
advance. She's letting me
Right.
know. There's not like an
Again,
accident.
talking like
Oh,
in
okay.
You know what I'm
between.
saying?
Right.
There's a conversation here. She got pregnant.
Yeah.
She's saying these are my options. I don't want to have the kid, but if you want to have the
Right.
kid, you can raise the kid. You can raise the kid, but
Right.
I want to do what I want to do. If and I'll pay child support. That's what she's saying. If
So
Right.
you
but
have no, you got
Now,
no say so in the kid's life whatsoever.
no, she's saying
No
she's
say.
yeah. Oh, okay. Basically,
but I wouldn't like if I was that type of person. Then I probably wouldn't have any real say so in the life, and he would have more say so of
she
most
would sign over her
stuff.
rights. Basically, she would say in
Yeah,
Right.
advance.
So
Yeah. So
you're right.
basically, yeah, you have nothing to
I just
say.
don't want
So
to.
okay, yeah, that's
But
good.
yeah, but I would still pay child support.
I get you.
If you
Right.
give up your
In
rights, you
that
don't pay child
scenario,
support.
but no,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
saying
You
you
don't
in
pay
that
child
No, that's
support.
not what she's
scenario.
saying.
She's saying in
though.
that
Yes,
scenario she would because she talked about it and that's what she wants to do. It's the
Yeah.
least I can do for
yeah.
you raising this child
Right.
by yourself because she understands what it means to raise a child by yourself. Now,
Yeah.
for us, if we say the same thing, like I'm all for that too. Hey, I want you to have the kid, and if you don't want to be with me, I will pay child support for for my kid, for my seed, because I want that's my seed. I'm gonna do that. I have no
Right.
problem with that. But that's a conversation that we have in advance. These are conversations that we have as adults with our partners, and if our feelings change on the matter, then they change on the matter. But
Then
that
we have a
doesn't debunk.
conversation.
Yeah, that doesn't debunk what the main issue is. The main issue is men and women getting entrapped with their bodies, men getting entrapped with child support, or financially
For child
trapped
support.
in a situation that they didn't want to be in. Even if it's not financial, even if
Yeah.
like my mom or grandmom or whoever got the money to help raise the kids so I can want for nothing or other stuff, that's still a responsibility. Even if I am free from it financially, I am not free from how my actions affect this child's life. You know,
Yes.
and that is also another point that people got to bring up when it comes to these types of situations. It's not just financial; it's more than that. It's a lot of mental. Some people really aren't meant to be
Yeah.
fathers, and a lot of men are afraid to be fathers. Some women
Mm-hmm.
aren't meant to be mothers, and a lot of women are afraid to be mothers. And I don't even want to get into trans people. I don't even want to talk about that
Yeah.
shit. That's a
Yeah,
headache.
Kristen
That
might
sound like
come
a
back
headache.
on here and be like, "What you say? What you say?"
I don't even want to think about that shit. But
Whatever.
but yeah, no. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I want to talk on this on a later
I
date.
definitely do.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk on this on a later date. This
So this is
was
a good topic.
it
Should
feels
Well,
be
it's
something
almost
by
been
next
3 hours
week.
since we started podcasting.
yeah, we've been on here way
And
too long.
but you know what? These conversations can
The
go as
after
little as
show.
long as they need to because we're really not time restrained besides our own ourselves, you know? So whatever we can't say in our discussion for an episode can
But
definitely get. Could you imagine editing this shit? Could you imagine,
but
man? This would be one
yeah.
hell of
But
a
you know the thing is,
fucking.
you know the thing is that we have so much great spicy topics that 15, 20, 30 minutes it can't be explained because everybody have different point of views. Like we be having really good topics, but it's like we got a certain amount of time to talk about all of it. You know,
The point episode.
it's
But that's
This
why I
this
tell y'all
topic
give
itself
them
probably
like
would have been an
that.
episode by itself, if I'm being honest with
Yes.
you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Brother literally just said that. He's right here.
Literally
Yeah.
every topic we got, it has to be by itself. Because literally, we talk about a
No,
lot of great topics.
but no.
Damn, 5, 10 minutes, it's not good
And I'm
enough,
gonna
you
tell
know. And we gotta
we don't do
rush.
5, 10 minutes, sir.
Normally,
No,
normally,
I'm saying no. I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example. I'm
oh,
not
you're
saying we
saying
do.
that
I'm
the
saying an
topics that we
example.
have are so good they really can't be
And
finished
I can
within a.
Oh,
understand that. That's why we have this.
Hmm.
If you want to talk more on whatever we talked about in the episode,
yeah,
you
that's a
can do
good
that.
topic.
This is why we're also in the chat for our videos so that we can have a refresher of what was said during the episode.
Yeah,
So when we have the after show, we like, oh yeah, I remember I wanted to say this, and I was
Yeah.
listening to
yeah.
myself.
We should just pop it off with the great questions and topics that we had.
Hmm?
We
Make it
did.
much longer. Be you know.
I mean, we
It's
did.
just
We did. I kind when I came in here, the first thing I said was I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about how Glenn didn't finish what he had because Glenn had some shit he had to say, but he didn't. So Glenn popped off right away, and that's spiraled pretty much a good hour and a half of this whole conversation, even after he fucking left.
Yeah. And see,
Yeah,
my
good.
thing is, I did want to talk about the Kevin Samuels thing. I
Yep.
did because it's something that happened and it's a big topic. So
yeah.
then after that, we went to whatever the fuck y'all wanted to talk about. But you did kind of stare at us for like 2 hours,
I
sir.
think his shit wasn't working though. His mic wasn't working. I think he was
My
trying to
mic
speak.
wasn't working. I
Yeah,
was
he was
trying to
trying
speak.
to
It wasn't
speak.
working.
I figured as much
Oh,
because I
shit.
looked over and I was like, "There's." I don't even hear background noise coming from. I don't hear
Oh wow.
nothing, no meter at all. His shit is dead silent. But yeah, so he was probably trying to chime in and couldn't. But
Oh, I'm so
but baby, you gonna close this out for us?
yes. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like the follow the Discord. The link is in the link tree, y'all. Um, follow our Twitch. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I know you guys have some comments about today, especially that Kevin Samuels. All right,
Man,
but
leave
yeah,
Colonel
I'll,
Samuels alone.
fuck him.
She stays
Anyway,
stuck on that
so
topic.
yes, I am. All right, but no, we will see you guys next Friday.
Peace.
You